So hi guys, good evening. So today we'll be discussing about 2022 AL. Okay, so I hope most of y'all here are from 2024 batch. So obviously on Monday you have the business studies exam. Okay, so before jumping into the sessions, everything. Okay, just we'll have a warm up. What y'all think now? Now at this situation, in just one word, if you want to describe your situation, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Good. Okay. Others bit curious. Lucky. That's a word which I wanted to see from you. Demotivated. Obviously not. Stressed. No. Okay. So guys, I'll be open for y'all. Okay. So I'll be open for y'all. The thing is, I hope the fellows who are doing commerce and I don't know about arts, mostly if you are doing commerce, listen, you're almost done with, if I'm not wrong. Okay. If I'm not wrong, you all know we are done with 80% of your AL examination. Okay, 80% of ALs is done and dusted. Okay, so how sir? Because you know, three main subjects plus there are two other subjects, general English and GK. So you're done with four and you have only one left. Okay, so there is only 20% to be completed, which is business studies. And I'll be open. Okay, I did my ALs in 2023. Okay, but you are the luckiest badge. I mean, luckiest badge I had ever seen out of all these ales. Okay, so you may think it's arguable, debatable, whatever, but I would say you are something a lucky badge. Okay, so guys, I don't know how many students get the chance of getting this much of holidays to studies, especially a subject like business studies. You have almost 7 days for part one, 7 days for part two. Okay, this is the first time, I don't know, in the history of ALs you got a chance like this, especially if you are doing econ. Heaven tamai, after econ you have another 2 weeks for accounting, after that another 1 week only business studies, so you have plenty of time. I'll be open. So you are lucky badge, and you are, to be honest, it's a gift from God, so take it. Okay, I don't know, some said stressed and all. There is nothing to stress. You have only one subject left, almost 80% is done and dusted, so only one subject. Go with the same speed. Okay, don't speed down, because students think that okay, we are done with the most of the papers, so business studies maybe last 2 or 3 days we can know. Go with the same flow. Okay, just 2 weeks only there, okay, to complete this ALs complete. Okay, so don't worry, so you have plenty of time. Make use of that. Do more and more papers, recap and all. Especially if I was your batch, okay, I would thank God because of this opportunity. So don't think as a curse, think as a gift. Okay, now we'll jump into the session. So guys, part one. Okay, today we'll be discussing 2022 part one. Before that, I will give you a plan. Okay, the plan, okay, it's about y'all. Okay, you can have your own plan, but what I can suggest for y'all is night 8 o'clock, right? We have the past paper discussion. Night 8, we don't know, maybe till 11 we can go. Once the session is over, y'all sleep. Okay, don't have anything in your bucket list after 11. Okay, sleep, wake up early morning. From morning maybe till 12 or 1, okay, noon, study. Study means revise, recap. Obviously, we have forgot many things. Recap. After 1, what you can do is do papers, and this is a gift. When you are doing paper, you have to do only part 1 for now. Okay, for these 5 to 6 days, you have to do only part 1. That's all. Because how much you study, many students still study, but they don't do papers. Don't do like that. Okay, till 1, study and recap. Then from 1 onwards, completely do papers. So when you're doing papers, make sure that first of all, you are starting from past papers. Okay, so whatever, under which lecture you are studying, past paper is the main key. Do all the past paper, and you have time to do till 2011. Okay, so do the past papers. Then second one, do some model papers. Model papers, when you are doing, do the recent one. So what I would suggest is do the papers like FWC, CRC, and support seminar papers. Okay, then thirdly, if you are going for any paper class of your lecture or anything, maybe you can try out their papers. Make sure you follow this hierarchy when you are doing the paper. Okay, but from maybe 1 to till me evening 6 or 7, you can completely do these papers, only part 1. That's all. Okay, with the proper timing, do. And also, whenever you do a paper, mark, Make a note of the marks you are getting. For example, 2018, how much you got. Okay, have a track record on that. And night when we have the discussion, so what's the advantage of this discussion is, guys, you can also sit at your home and do the same paper maybe within 1.5 hours. Okay, that's a different story. But maybe here you could get something extra. Okay, something extra which may help for your exams. Because then I am saying the dictating the answers, we can have a recap. Okay, for example, you won't understand a word, so ek recap karna purvan. So that's the advantage of this. Okay, fine, we'll start. Okay, for you all know, for part one, you have 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours, and you may thinking, okay, sir, what I saw one of the meme also, one of the student has uploaded counting and ICT this time fully may theory, it seems business studies, they are going to ask some calculation scale. Okay, we can't predict anything, guys. Okay, some people say last year BS was easy, so maybe this year it would be hard. No. Okay, you cannot predict the behaviors of your exam panel. You don't know what they will do. Okay, so whatever, easy or hard, you had to be prepared with everything. Example, ICT part 1, they gave you a toffee. Okay, you know what happened in the part 2, right? Part 2 was not hard. You had so much of structured question, it seemed. So difficulty, they can't rise above the limit. Okay, there is a standard. They always follow the standard of the paper only. So there is nothing about making hard or easy. You have to be prepared for everything. Okay, fine. And some students were like selective questions. So I'm going to study only these chapter and score marks. Now you don't follow that plan because you have time. So you can study the chapter which you are doubtful and attempt the full paper. Okay. So can you all say me 2 hours can mean 120 minutes. So out of that 120 minutes, you have 50 questions to answer. Can I know what's the standard time you had to allocate for a part 1 question? For a part 1 question, what's the standard time you had to allocate? Good, good, good. Okay. Be interactive, 2.4 minutes. 2.4 minutes. If it is accounting, yeah, others unable to join. The thing is, I think 100 participants. They had to watch the recording only. Okay, fine. 2.4 minutes. That's the standard time. Now, I usually say for my student, target 2 minutes. Make a time of 2 minutes and do the paper. But guys, I'll be open. When you take business studies, there is an advantage and disadvantage in terms of part 1. No, in part 1 especially. So when you take part 1, the advantage you get is no timing pressure. That's true. Okay, in business studies, I haven't seen any student saying that, sir, I couldn't answer the question because I didn't have time. No, obviously everyone finishes the paper before 2, they recheck it and everything, because that's the advantage. When you take economics, when you take ICT, and when you take accounting, part 1 timing is very important. But in business studies, timing doesn't play a big role in what? Part 1. That's what I feel. So true, ne, guys. Do you think you will take 2.4 minutes or 2 minutes for an MCQ? No, some students find the answer within like 10 or 20 seconds. Okay, that's the advantage. Now wait. The disadvantage you get is, one solid answer. This is the loophole of business studies, especially MCQs and filling the blanks. If you know the answer perfectly, you get correct. If you don't know, zero. Right? Accounting, you will calculate, you have methods, formulas, there are steps, then you find the answer. Okay, but in business studies, it's not about calculations or formula. You read the question. If you understand the question and you know the answer, you'll get the marks. If you don't understand the question, if you don't understand the it's like do or die. Very good. If you don't understand the question and options, don't come. You won't get the marks. That's the risk of business studies, especially part 1 and MCQs and fill in the blanks. If you know only, you will write. If you can't, if you don't know, means you can't write anything. Okay, so that's the biggest risk. So advantage is timing, disadvantage is megatama. If you know, you will get. Simply we say do or die. Okay, okay, fine. We'll start. So the first question: physical and mental states that needed to be essentially fulfilled by humans are called as. Okay, so when you get the question paper, okay, when you get the question paper, use only one pen, blue pen. That's all. Okay, in business studies, you don't get the MCQ sheet. You have to do everything on the question paper. And with a blue pen, what you do is, this question is there. Underline the keywords which you are saying. Okay, physical and mental states that need to be essential. Okay, fulfilled by human is called as. Now go and read the options. Okay, underline the keywords or circle, then go and read. Okay, so what's the answer? The question is saying essentially which every human must fulfill. must fulfill. Simple one, right? So it's needs. Usually first question they ask from first chapter. Maybe business definition or needs or wants only. They mostly take question. Okay, wait. Now we are not doing the final paper. Okay, we are recapping. So when you are recapping, the best way to recap is you found the answer correct. Now go and see why others are wrong. Okay, okay, fine. If I do like this is the question number 1 and I underline third one as the answer. Will I get the marks? Will I get marks? Obviously not. Why? You have to write the answer number here in the dotted line. Yes, guys. How many times I say y'all? Because one of the students also called and said, "Sir, I underlined the main option, but I didn't write the answer number in the dotted line." Surely it's a risk part. So some students, what they do is, first of all, they do the paper in pencil. Okay, because they are like first shot, they are less confident. Then the second attempt, they come and erase that and write in the pen. That's foolishness. Blue pen, first question, if you know the answer, go and write. Okay, don't wait till the last moment to verify your answer. If you know, right, okay. First question, you know the answer, then put a tick for that. That means you know the answer perfectly. If you are doubtful, put a circle, but write an option number and go. Okay, so okay, wants. Wants, simple guys. It's not essential. It's simply not essential. Okay. Wants is not essential, right, to fulfill, or else simply we say wants are desires of people. Okay. Second one, goods. Goods means something which is tangible, which you can touch and see also. So goods, essential, fulfilling needs, nothing. Okay. So second option is out. And third one is the answer, demand. Okay. Now you all say me, for demand, there should be 3 characteristics. What are those? Do anyone know? For demand, it should have 3 main characteristics. The first one is, the first main important of demand is want. You should have the want, or you should have the willingness to purchase. Willingness to purchase. And the second one is, you should have the purchasing power. Okay. Purchasing power, or else we say ability to purchase. And the third characteristics you must have is, we say purchasing plan. Okay, purchasing plan, or else we say access. Only if these 3 are there, we say demand. So when you want to make a definition for demand, you have to combine these 3: want and willingness to purchase, and you should have the ability to purchase, and then you should have the plan, or else access to purchase. These 3 only will form what? Demand. Okay, these 3 only will form what? Demand. Okay, so that's out. That's out because they're asking essential. So demand doesn't handle with essential stuffs and all. So that's out. And values. Okay, values means, guys, simple. When you join a class, you pay a fee and join, right? That's your cost. So when you join a class, what are the benefits you get? Maybe the lecturer's his tutorial and all other stuffs, right? So value means, okay, value of any product, not only classes, any product is measured in a formula called value is equal to benefits over cost. Benefits over what? Cost. That means how much you pay and what's the advantage you get, what's the benefit you get. That is only value can. For example, you will say, okay, this class is valuable by what? You will compare the amount you paid as fees and the services that lecturer is providing. You will compare these two and you will say whether this product is valuable or not. So for value, this is the formula. Benefits over cost. Okay, so that's also not the answer. So the answer is the third one. Okay, is that clear, guys? First one clear? Clear, right? Okay, good. Fine. Next one, second one. A business sector classified on the nature of production would be, okay, we can classify the business in different topics. Okay, for example, we take school. Can you say me how your school is divided? How they classify the students? How they classify the students in your school? Primary, okay, primary, secondary, fine. Based on what? Based on grade. Okay, based on not smart. Okay, based on gender. Okay, based on the mediums. Fine. So these are the ways a business is classified, right? I mean, sorry, students in a school. Like that, when you take business also, to classify the business, there are different topics. Okay, the first topic, the main topic is nature of production. Nature of production means what's the nature? Okay, what's the nature of the business they do? Are they handling with raw materials or finished goods, or are they providing services? So based on nature of production, we say there are three businesses. We divide the whole business in the world into three topics. First one is primary. So primary means they extract raw materials from the environment. Example, coal mining, agriculture, and what they do, they collect raw materials, right? Then you have secondary. Okay, then you have what? Secondary. Secondary, what they do is they convert that raw material into finished goods. There are only two examples in your syllabus: construction and manufacturing. What they do? Convert raw materials into finished goods. And the last one is tertiary. Okay, tertiary, remember there's another word also, we say commerce. So tertiary simply means all the services, guys. Okay, banking, insurance, and wholesale and retail businesses. So that will come under tertiary. Okay. And can I know what the second main criteria to divide the business? What is the second main criteria to divide the business? Toppers, backbenchers. Okay. What is the second main criteria to divide the business? Careful. Based on, we say production sector. We say production sector. Okay, but there was a question. They were asking, classify the business production sector only, but the word they have used is nature of industry. Careful, if you see the word production sector or else if you see the word nature of industry, both are the same. So based on that, there are three. Okay, so it's agriculture, then you have industries, and finally you have services. Okay, so these two are the main classification criteria in your syllabus. Apart from that, you have something like ownership. Okay, can you all say me, based on ownership, what are the businesses you have? You can divide the business into two. What and what? Very good. Private and public. Good. Okay, next one. Based on, we'll say motive. Based on motive. Very good, Asra. Based on motive. Okay, good, good. Profit and non-profit. Okay. Then you can take based on, we'll say, I'll take the difficult one now. Based on market. Based on market. Very good, Tahdina. Based on market. Based on market, very good. Okay, so guys, some would say marketplace and market space, but in your teacher's guide, it has given as wholesale and retail. Okay, based on market, wholesale and retail. And next one, based on geography. Based on geography means based on the location, you can divide as what and what? Based on geography, location. Yeah, no one answers. Very good. Okay, so you can take domestic and you can take foreign. Okay, good, good. And based on scale, small, medium, large, that's fine. Okay, then another criteria we'll take is based on legality. Based on legality, what are the two? Based on legality. Based on legality. Legality means whether the owner and this the business are two separate party or else one party. Based on legality, we say whether the business is legal entity or else non-legal entity. That means they don't have legal personality. Okay. So example for legal entity is companies, okay, state corporation, cooperatives. That means what legality means, owner and the business are two separate party. Non-legal entity means owner and the business are one party. Okay. So for example, sole proprietorship, partnership, everything falls under non-legal entity. So whatever the business does, owner only responsible. Okay. So can you say the answer for this question then? What's the answer? A business sector classified based on nature of the production. What's the answer? Nature of the production. Very good. The answer is the fourth one, primary business. So your sole proprietor, franchise, industrial, no. So the answer is the fourth one. Okay, fine, good. Next one. Next one you have is, okay, case study question. Case study means they will give you a scenario. Based on that scenario, you have to answer. So what I always say, don't read the case study first. It will take time. So what you do is, first of all, see what are they asking. Okay, last sentence. The number of research and development activities included in the above case. So what are the activities which fall under R&D, research and development? So research and development means, okay, so we'll wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. So when you take research and development, we say R&D. Okay. So research, then you have development. Okay, fine. Guys, research and development, it has two meanings, the two words. Research means where you find new ideas. Okay, new ideas. Development means you make products. That means you will convert that idea into new product. That is only research and development means. Research means new idea. Development means converting those ideas into a product. Okay, so under research and development in your syllabus, they have given you 3 main activity. Okay, so one main activity of research and development is means there are some people who are working under that sector. Their main thing is to generate new ideas, new methods, new innovations. Okay, you can take iPhone. The reason why they are so much success is you can see there are some innovations. Who is doing that innovation? Research and development team. Okay, so the first activity under research and development is cost efficiency. Okay. So one responsibility of R&D development means they should say the business how they can minimize the cost. To minimize the cost, what are the things they can do? For a business, they can do. For example, you take iPhone. iPhone nowadays, the covers are made up of what? iPhone cover, the back cover is made up of magnesium, titanium, right? Okay. Titanium. You can see the weight because they understood when they were using other metals and all, the cost is also high and it is more weightage. So they switch into a titanium that is light and less expensive. Okay. So that's a method. I mean, that's an activity which is done under research and development. Second thing they had to do is they had to introduce new products. Okay. They had to introduce what? New products. Okay. And third one, okay, for example, you take Samsung, they have introduced are flip phones, okay, where I can fold it. So that also comes under research and development. And the last thing is additional features. Okay. Additional features means same products, but you had to include some additional features into that. Example, iPhone is a prime example. You can see the same phone, but with some additional features, right? So these are the main activities of research and development: cost efficiency, developing new products, and additional features. Okay. Now with this, okay, number of research and development. Now read. Alpha company produces high quality products. Okay. By examining the methods for enhancing cost efficiency. I said, one of the main activity of R&D is to minimize the cost. Cost efficiency means minimizing. So you can say the first thing is there, cost efficiency. Fine. One is found. Okay. And purchasing raw materials daily. Moreover, the company is continuously concerned about innovative opportunities. Listen, they are always thinking about new opportunities through novel technological strategies. They are making methods which are innovative. Okay, strategies means simply methods, right? So which are very much innovative. Innovative means only novel ideas, creative. So that's also an activity of what? R&D. So the answer is what? 2. Answer is the second one. Okay, so don't read the case study first. Read the question, then go and underline the main words in case study. Okay, fine. Question number 4. If a customer prefers a certain good because of its unique identity, that good is a, okay, that good is a what? What type of good is that? iPhone got expensive because of the brand they have. The cost of an iPhone, for example, in Sri Lanka, if the prices will say 2 or 3 lakhs, means the real cost would be like 40 or 30,000 because of the brand power they have. Okay, specialty, some say second one. Okay, specialty, fine guys. Unique identity, that means you purchase this product because it's a unique thing. Simply, this is a rare product. Once in a lifetime only you purchase these products. Okay, example, the answer is specialty goods. That's correct. Specialty good means you purchase only once in your lifetime and very rarely only you purchase because of its unique identity. Okay, so convenience good means the goods you purchase daily for your day-to-day consumption, like soap, toothpaste, and all. Unsold good means you will purchase only when you need. Okay, you don't have any plans to purchase. You will purchase only when you need. Can you say me some examples for unsold goods? Examples for unsold goods where you purchase only when you need. Simple. Coffin. Okay, coffin you will purchase only a person when a person dies. Before a person dies, for example, before your death, you won't purchase coffin and keep, right? So unsold good means insurance also correct. Okay, you will purchase only when you need. That is only unsold good. Shopping good means, listen, many get confused what is shopping good and specialty good. Guys, shopping good, guys, the word itself, they are right. Shopping. What are the goods you go for shopping? Okay, you don't go for shopping to purchase a toothpaste, right? Okay, you don't go for shopping to purchase a luxury car. Shopping good means what? Simply dress, watch, shoes, handbags. Those are only shopping goods. So when you're purchasing a shopping good, you always see two things. One is you see the price and you see the quality. In shopping good, that's the main feature. Price and the quality is always concerned. Okay. Then private good, we didn't study nothing like that. And specialty good, you will purchase only in once in lifetime. Rare goods, the prices are also very high, expensive. Example, motor vehicles. Then you can take houses. Okay, jewelries. Those are examples for specialty goods. So the answer is the fifth one. Okay, fine. Next one, fifth one. What's the answer? Encyclopedia. Good, good. Glossary. Glossary means it's dictionary. Okay. First one, first one, first one, first one. Okay, we'll see. First one is the answer, but we'll have a small discussion. Fine. First one, they were asking about European Union. Can you all say me how many countries are there in European Union? Hana, the thing is, European Union countries don't need to memorize because there are 27 countries. So it's very difficult to memorize name. But other countries you must memorize, like Asian countries, Asian, SAARC countries, because there are only few, like 6 to 7. So EU, no need because there are 27 countries, right? Okay. Next one, we have Asian. Association of Southeast Asian Nation. That means the countries which is in Southeast. Okay, Southeast Asia. Okay, so example, there are 10 countries. Huh? There are 10 countries in Asia. Okay, fifth one. Fifth one. Fifth one. Kauda api Zanha. It's fifth one. Okay, so 10 countries. So can you say me the countries which is in Southeast Asia? We'll go with Singapore. Then you have Thailand. Then you have Myanmar. It's better if you also can write down. Then you have Vietnam. Okay. Then you have Laos. Then you have Cambodia. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any other countries did I miss? Brunei. Brunei. Indonesia. Indonesia. Then any countries I missed? Singapore. Philippines. Okay, good. Philippines. Philippines. So these are the 10 countries which comes under Asian Association of even I didn't make asma. We had to see. Okay, I didn't make an acronym for this Asian, but we'll see. Okay, 10 countries, guys. But what I would say is don't memorize all the 10 countries. Memorize around 67 countries. The reason is you should understand Asian means Southeast. Southeast means right, Eastern, which is near China and all. So make sure you study these countries and have a rough idea on the world map also. Asian means Southeast. If they are given, for example, they have given Africa and Asia. No, it won't come because these are Asian countries. And they have given Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is South Asia. It's not Southeast Asia. So if possible, memorize all 10. If not, make sure, okay, Southeast countries. Okay. Next one. Next one is what? If I'm not wrong, what's next option we have? Okay, G8. G8 means group of 8. So these are the top 8 powerful countries in the world. Okay. So Mongolia, no, guys. Mongolia is Central Asia. It's in Central Asia. Okay, so when you take G8, it's not G8 now, it is called as G7. Okay, now it is called as G7. Top 8 powerful country. So you have USA, then you have UK, then you have Italy, then you have Japan, then you have Canada, UK, USA, Italy, Japan, Canada. Then we have other countries, France, France. Then we have Germany, Germany, 3, 6, 7. Then which country left out from G8? Iraq is not G8, huh? Top Russia. Okay, so Russia is the bugger who gave the divorce for G8 and left the union. So remember, Russia was in G8, but now Russia is not there. That's the reason we say G7 countries. Okay, fine. And next one you have is SAARC. Okay, so SAARC countries means simply South Asian countries. Okay, South Asian countries. So we'll start from our country. How many countries are there in SAARC? 5 or 6. How many countries? Okay, you have 8 countries. So we'll start from Sri Lanka. Okay, then you have Sri Lanka, our neighbor India, and their arch enemy Pakistan. Okay, Then Pakistan's enemy, we take Afghanistan. Okay, Afghanistan. Then we have Maldives. Maldives. Then you have Nepal and you have Bhutan. Okay, 3, 6. I missed one. What's that? Bangladesh, right? Sorry, Bangladesh. So these are the 8 countries which comes under SAARC. Okay, South Asian countries. Fine. Okay. Next one. Next one is there is another union which is called as AU. What is AU means? What is AU? What is AU means? Very good. African Union. How many countries are there in African Union? How many countries are there? 55. Okay. It's not in your syllabus also because it was in your past paper. AU means African Union. 55 countries. There are no need to memorize. Just think there are 55 countries. Okay. So now go and find the answer for this simple. European Union. So it should be a European country. So it should be Cyprus. So first option should be A. Then, okay, A is the first option. You know that, right? Now go for the options. Eliminate the third, eliminate the fifth, eliminate the fourth. Boom. A and 2. Sorry, first and second is the answer. Now it's more easy. Asian, South Asian countries. Laos. So second one should be D. Only first one has a second one as D. Answer is the first one. Done. No need to read the other options even. Okay, you can save the time more and more. But we'll just see. Group G8 means it should be a big country, Japan. Then SAARC countries means South Asia, E. African Union means Uganda. Okay, see, we found the answer by reading only 2 options. I read only 2 options. I didn't read all the 5. Only the European Union and Asian I read and I found the answer. Okay, be smart. Next one. Following are 2 statements related to businesses. Okay, y'all say me. When you study the business environment, you will learn something called SWOT. Okay, S means strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Okay, strength and weakness from which environment you can study? Internal, external? Internal. Okay, good. Internal. Opportunities and threat you can study from external. Okay, external environment. So strength means something which is good, weakness which is bad, opportunities is good, threats are bad. Okay, fine. Now find the answer. So many students think when you get statement questions hard. Yes, hard, but this year it was way much easier. Okay, strength and weakness of a business can be identified through an internal environment. Yes, that's true. Fine. B. Opportunities and threat to a business can be identified through an industry environment. Guys, industry environment is another name. Okay, another name for closed environment. Or as we say, task environment. Careful, huh? Industry is another name for closed or task environment. Okay, so yeah, closed and task environment falls under external, right? So in external, you can study opportunities and threats. So correct. Make a note of this, huh? Close and task environment. Okay, so both these statements are correct. Option number 3. Third one is the answer. Okay, done. So sixth one also we are confident. Now, next one. Question number 7. Okay, question number 2nd. Yeah, immediate also correct. Close task and we see another word, immediate. Okay, immediate environment. Next one. Choose the option which includes the pair of businesses which is favorably affected by the devaluation of the Sri Lankan rupee. Okay, so what is devaluation? How does devaluation works? Fine. Okay, so guys, devaluation, if you take, wait, don't know this. Okay, so devaluation has another word also. We say another word for devaluation which is depreciation. Okay, depreciation. So what is this devaluation? What is this depreciation? Simple. So can you say me how much is a dollar now? How much is a dollar now? Okay, dollar is, okay, almost 300, right? We'll say the dollar price is 300. Okay, devaluation means the dollar is becoming expensive. Okay, dollar is becoming expensive. So $1 is now, we'll say 500 rupees. $1 is how much? 500 rupees. So depreciation, devaluation means dollar. Okay, dollar becomes expensive. dollar becomes expensive and rupees, which is Sri Lankan rupees, becomes cheap. The value of Sri Lankan currency is dropping. Okay. Now, why you have to study this is because it will impact the exports and imports a lot. Now we have to see who is gonna get the benefit. Is it the exporter or the importer? Okay. Now think, when you are selling, exporter means you are selling, right? When you sell earlier for $1, you got 300 rupees. But now the same product you are selling for $1, but you are getting 500 rupees. Is it good for an exporter or bad for the exporter? Earlier, 300 only he got. Now he's getting 500 rupees. It's good. So for exporter, that is positive. It's a good thing. Then for importer, that's a what? Negative. Okay, we'll see how it's negative. For example, importer means the person who is purchasing from a foreign country. So when you want to purchase from a foreign country, you had to pay in dollars. Okay, earlier you paid 300 rupees. Okay, for example, you're gonna purchase a, for example, toy from India. They are saying the price is $1. Earlier you gave 300 and you purchased, because $1 is 300. Now you have to pay 500 and get that toy, but the price is same $1. Earlier 300, now 500. So for importer, he had to pay extra 200. So for him, that's negative. Next one, you have the opposite, which we say appreciation. Okay, we say appreciation, or else we say revaluation. Okay, revaluation, that means opposite of that. Dollar becomes cheap. Okay, rupees becomes expensive. Okay, so simple. Here no need to see these examples and all. Simple example is $1 which was 300. Now that $1 is, we'll say 100 rupees. Okay, dollar is cheap, rupees expensive. So the relationship would be opposite, exporter and importer. Okay, who will have the and positive impact? Exporter or importer? Who will have the positive impact? Who will have the positive impact, guys? Importer will have the positive impact, and exporter, they will have the negative impact. Okay, so make sure you study this part thoroughly. Okay, devaluation, if you understood the logic perfectly, revaluation, appreciation is simple for you. Okay, now you said, sir, devaluation means export business will have a positive impact. Okay, export business will have a positive impact. Now go and see the options. Now they are saying which business devaluation is happening and it will have a favorable effect. Favorable effect means it should be an export business. Okay, what's the business you will suggest? What's the business? Now you have to go and see what are the export businesses in the option. First one is out. Construction, we don't export, we import. Okay, we get the foreign help only. Motor vehicles, we import. Motor vehicles again, we import. Construction again, we import. So the answer is tourism and tea. Okay, tourism and tea. Okay, what's the number one exporting product in Sri Lanka? Which product we export the most in Sri Lanka? Number one. Wait, someone asked. Very good, Fazina. Wait, I'll come to that question. The answer is tourism. So, tourism, it's not a product name. Product means it can be a good or a service. Then how can tourism be export? Okay, guys, not only goods we export service. So, tourism, foreign people think that export means we are selling the product to a foreign country. No, guys. Export means local product is sold to a foreigner. Local product is sold to a foreigner. Tourism means what? People from other country come to Sri Lanka, they pay a visit, and we provide a service and we earn dollars, right? So that is also exports. We are providing our service to a foreigner. But the only thing is we are not giving to another country. In our country itself, we are providing the service to a foreigner, to an external person. So tourism is also exports. Okay, don't get confused. So in Sri Lanka, number one is tourism only. Okay, because tourism is only paying a large contribution for Sri Lankan's economy. Then second one, as you all saying, it's apparel. It's apparels. Okay, it's apparels. Apparels means clothes. Okay, garments. So those are the second largest exporting product. Tea and all during British period only tea. Now tea is no more. Okay, so tourism and second one is apparel. Those two are the most exporting product in Sri Lanka. What about trade in services? Trade in services means I didn't understand that. Ilma? Migrant workers. Okay, migrant workers also correct. Example, labor. So she's saying some examples. For example, when you take export like tea, rubber, coconut, what for example, tea, rubber, coconut, apparels and all goods, right? Okay, which we can touch. But there are some services also we export. For example, number one, which I say, tourism. Another one you can take is labor. Labor. For example, many of our parents are working in foreign countries, right? That is also export. Okay. We have exported our local labor to a foreign country. So those are also export, but it's not a good, it's a what? Services. So these two are examples for services. Okay. So then you have tea, rubber. These are examples for goods. Okay. Fine. So the answer is the fifth one. Okay. Eighth one. Sustainability. Sustainability, what about? Okay. Military, everything is there. But for now, for economics only, you have to go in depth. For these and all, no need. Okay, fine. Number one service export is tourism. Number one goods export is apparel. But if they ask you what's the number one export product, that is tourism. Okay, fine. Eighth one is easy. Sustainability. Guys, sustainability means simple. Okay, you have to use the products in a way, resources in a way that future generation also can use it. Simply, you should not waste the resources. So sustainability, we use an abbreviation. We say C. What? C. S stands for social. Okay. The next E stands for economic. The last E stands for environmental. Okay, so these are the three pillars of sustainable development. Sustainable development always talks about present or past. Sustainable development always talks about present or past. They always talk about your future. They say in future how you have to protect the resources. Always about future. Future means always long term. Future means what? Always long term. So the answer is long term. First option is out. Third option is out because they are saying short term. Then we'll see second option is out because the word culture is there. Nothing like that we studied. Fourth is the answer. Okay. Fourth is the answer. Environment, economic and social forces. Okay. Next one. Next one. A service that is not provided by the local government bodies in Sri Lanka is. What's that? Okay. Make a chutta complex eka. Okay. Can you say when you take government, there are three sectors of government, three main parts of government. What are those? Chapter number 3. What are the three main parts of government? Okay, the first thing you have is central government. Then you have, very good, provincial council. And finally, you have local authorities. Good, good. Okay, so these are the three main parts of a government. So these government can intervene, influence a business in different ways. Okay, so can you all say me, what are the ways a government can influence your business? They wear different masks and come and impact your business. Okay, first one is CDOM, cust. Okay, okay. Some are saying customer. Okay, customer. Then as a competitor, good. As a competitor, they can give you competition. Okay, next one you can have is very good. Regulator, regulator. Then you have infrastructure provider. Okay, then you have infrastructure provider. Then you have policy maker, motivator. Who is going to motivate men? Okay, and last one you have is tax collector. These are the ways a government can influence your business. So I used to I use an abbreviation, acronym for this. We say CCRIPT. CCRIPT: customer, competitor, regulator, infrastructure provider, policy maker, and tax collector. Incentive provider also correct. Okay, I use the abbreviation CCRIPT. These are the ways a government can influence your business. Fine. Okay, but the question now here is, they are asking local government bodies. That means local authority. Okay, local authority, they also influence the business in different ways. I mean, CCRIP. Now they're asking which is not. You can see, guys, what's there special in this word not? What's the difference you can see from that word not? It is bolded. Okay, it is bolded. That means your examiner is giving you a hint. Okay, they are keeping an alarm. Read the question properly, because some students just skim through the question. That's the reason they have bolded. Okay, read the question properly. That means local government bodies are also intervening the business, but they're asking which is not a method used by them. First one is removal of garbage. Yes, that's a method where local government bodies intervene. But can you say me, out of the method secret we studied, what's the method? Removal of garbage means what's the method they are intervening? Is it as a customer or competitor, regulator, infrastructure? They are intervening as an infrastructure provider. Infrastructure provider. Okay. Next one, second one. Implementation of financial policy. Careful. Financial policies is not done by local government. Financial policy means simply a monetary policy which we studied. So monetary policy is done by the central government. So the answer is the second one. They're asking which is not right. Second one, but can you say me? Financial policies. What's the method? Out of secret. Policy maker. Okay, policy maker. Then environmental policy also the same. Policy maker. Okay, it's also the same, policy maker. Policies means policy makers. And collecting rates. Rates is a type of tax which is charged on your value of your assets. Okay, as a tax collector. That means local government body, yes, they intervene as what? A tax collector. And last one, passing plans for building. Okay, so that is also way a local government. For example, if you want to construct a house or something, you have to get the approval from local authority. For that, you don't go for the central government. So what's the way? As a regulator. Okay, as a regulator. Fine. So this is how you have to recap. This is how you have to recap. Just don't read the question and find the answer. Go ahead. See why others are wrong. Okay, what under what topic it should come? Rates means like this. If you have home, car, a land, and big assets, what government does is annually they will see the value of all those assets you have, and out of that assets, for example, you have 10 million worth assets. Out of that 10 million, for example, like 1% or 2%, they will charge you as a tax. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, that is only called as rates. Can anyone say me rates? What type of tax is that? Is it direct tax or indirect tax? Very good, Aska. Rates, we say another word, assessment tax. Okay, assessment. Okay, it's a direct tax. That means if you are charging anything on you, you only must pay. On your property, they have charged, so you must pay. So that's a direct tax. And someone asked how second one, because they are asking which is not a method. When you take all these 5 options, out of all these 5 options, the second option is not used by local government. That is used by the central government. But out of except that, all of the 4 options are used by the local government. Second option is used by the central government. So they're asking which is not of method by local government name. So answer is the second one. Okay, fine. Regulator means the people who impose rules and regulations. Okay, fine. Next one, 10th one. Following are some types of taxes implemented in Sri Lanka. Wait. Now don't go and read from A to F. Go and see what are they asking. From the above, what is the group that contains only direct taxes? Okay. So guys, direct tax and indirect tax. Direct tax and indirect tax, simple. The simple way you can identify is direct tax, they always charge on income and profits. On your income, on your profits, on your wealth. Indirect taxes are charged on mostly on goods and services. Mostly on what? Goods and services. So direct tax is charged on income and profit. Indirect tax is charged on goods and services. That is simple way to find the difference. Another one you can say is direct taxes. Can you shift to another person? Can you shift it to another person? No, you can't. That means if they are, for example, income tax. Income tax means what? Whatever the income you are earning, you have to pay a tax out of that. You only must pay. You can't say your father, mother, your friend, your owner to pay. You only must pay. So direct taxes, you can't shift. You can't say another person to pay on behalf of you. But indirect taxes, you can say another person to pay. Example, VAT. VAT is charged on goods and services. So we are not selling. We are just going and purchasing, right? So VAT should be paid by the businesses. But what business do is they charge from you and take your money and pay the tax. So indirect taxes can be shifted. Okay, can be shifted to another person. Okay, fine. So now you know direct means income and wealth, indirect means goods and services. Now go and apply production tax. So production tax means simply whatever you are producing, you have to pay a tax. So that falls under what tax? Indirect. Okay. And second one, B, corporate. Corporate tax means when when your company earns a profit, you must pay tax for that. Okay. So is it direct or indirect? DOI. DOI. It's say in simple terms. DOI. That's a direct tax. Can anyone say me what's the rate? Company tax, what's the rate? What's the rate? If you are doing education business, what's the rate? And if you are doing what's the 20? If you are doing for example, a normal business, ordinary company, what's the rate? If you are doing running an hospital, what's the rate? Whatever the business you do, the rate is same, 30%. Okay. Next one, no. Early only the rates were different. Now everything is 30%. We say advanced personal income tax. For this, we use a word called APIT. APIT. So personal income tax. Whenever you hear the word income tax, that is direct only. So that's direct tax. Next one, value added tax, VAT. Okay, what's the VAT rate in Sri Lanka? It's indirect. I took the answer also. What's the VAT rate in Sri Lanka? It's 18%. Good. Okay, good. 18%. Next one, social security tax. Make a chuttak important because this is the tax which was recently imposed in Sri Lanka to build up the economy after COVID. So this is what type of tax? Direct or indirect? You see, direct or indirect? Direct or indirect? It's indirect tax. Okay, it's indirect tax. Okay, it's indirect. I'm careful. So social security tax is indirect. The percentage is, if I'm not wrong, 2.5%. Okay, and next one you have is capital gains tax. Capital gains tax means when you sell an asset, if you have a profit for that, you have to pay a tax. Okay, if you sell an asset, if you have a profit, they are charging tax on profit. So it's obviously what? Direct tax. What's the rate of capital gain? Capital gain, what's the rate? What's the rate for capital gain? What's the rate? Okay, it's 10% and sometimes it's 30% also. Okay, depend on the value of the asset, 10 or 30. And last one, withholding tax. Withholding tax, I said, when you're earning an interest of, for example, rent income, out of the rent income, they will minus a tax and only they will give you. So simply it is charged on your income, right? So obviously that is also a direct tax. So what's the answer? B, C, F, G. Answer is the third one. Okay. Answer is the third one. Fine. Next one. Following are some monetary policy instruments. Okay. Wait. We read the question. Now we'll go and see what are they asking. From the above, what is the group that contains only quantitative monetary policy instrument? What is quantitative means? What is quantitative means? Quantitative means can measure. Okay. Qualitative means you can't measure. That's how you'd have studied me, guys. But listen. When you take monetary policy instrument, it's not about measuring and non-measuring. There is a small difference in quantitative and qualitative. You are correct. Quantitative means which can be measured. Qualitative means which can't be measured. But for your information, I will say, when you take monetary policy instrument, quantitative means direct. Okay. Qualitative means indirect. Okay, what is direct and indirect, guys? Direct means which will directly impact the money supply. Which will directly impact the money supply. Qualitative means which is indirect, which don't have a direct but connection to money supply. Okay, the impact from these stuffs are very less. So that is only indirect means. So in this question, you have to apply this logic only. Okay, quantitative means it has a direct relation with money supply, but qualitative means it does not have any relationship with, has a relationship, but that's not so strong, indirect. Okay, so what's the abbreviation you would have studied for me monetary policy instrument? What's the abbreviation? Anyone? We say COSMID. Okay, COSMID. So C stands for credit limits. Okay, credit limits. O stands for open market operations. S stands for statutory reserve ratio. M stands for moral suasion. Moral suasion. I stands for interest rates. Okay. And last D stands for discount rates. Can anyone say me what are the three interest rate you'd have studied? What are the three interest rate? Okay. SLFR, SDFR, then you have bank rate. Good, good, good. These are the three interest rate. So these are the monetary policy instrument in your syllabus. Fine. Out of these, some will have a direct influence and some will have an indirect influence. So I will may highlight which has a direct influence. When you take credit limits, they have an indirect influence. That means they won't impact the money supply that much. Okay. Open market operation, yes, they have a direct. Okay. They are so much connected to money supply. SRR also direct. Moral suasion indirect. That not, I mean, not that much strong. Interest rate, that's the main monetary policy instrument. So they have what impact direct. And discount rates, that's will take indirect. Okay. So these are the options you have. Okay. Direct means which can influence the money supply directly. Indirect, which is qualitative, means which have an indirect, not that much strong. Okay. Now say me the answer based on that. Moral suasion means it's like this. Central bank will go for the banks and say banks will do like this. They will give some advices for commercial bank. Commercial bank don't give much loans. Okay, give loans only up to this limit. So for banks to banks, it is different. For HNB, they will say you give more loans. For Sampath Bank, they say you give less loans. So moral suasion means simply through words, central bank is influencing the what money supply. Okay. So what's the answer? Quantitative and qualitative credit limit falls under what? Credit limit. That is only you have to see whether you can measure or not. Okay, Sulha. That only quantitative and qualitative credit limits are there. That only you have to see whether you can measure it or not. But here, if they ask commonly, quantitative monetary policy instrument means you have to see whether it has a direct or indirect. I'll explain why. Okay, so the answer is yeah, Khadija. Recently, they changed SDFR, SLFR as overnight policy rate. But the thing is, they won't ask this in business studies mostly. In economics only, they ask this. Okay, there are nowadays it's different. The terms are different. SDFR, SLFR, as you all say, they say what overnight rate. Earlier interest rate. Okay, under interest rate, if I'm not wrong, even SRR was there. Okay, even SRR was there under main interest rate. So economics, it always changes. But in business studies, they don't consider that much. Okay. So the answer is bank rate, open market operation, statutory reserve ratio, ACE. Okay. So some students thought, okay, guys, did you understand this? Me part clear there. Okay, clear, right? Because some students think that sir, quantitative means numbers. Okay, my question for you is open market operation. In open market operation, do we have numbers? Back rate and SRR, okay, percentage is there. Open market operation, just buying and selling. Then how it comes under quantitative? If you are thinking quantitative means number, then open market operation is wrong. And you have something called margin. I will explain other thing. Moral suasion, I explained. Refinance means some people would have obtained loan. So central bank will say how to restructure that loan. Okay, if those people have obtained the loan, for example, when you take our president Anura Kumara Disanayaka, what he did was he said the loans which were taken by agriculture farmers, don't ask them to repay. Okay, give the amount. I mean, don't let them repay, let them enjoy. So that is only refinancing. The loan that is previously taken has been structured. Margin requirement means, that means, for example, if a person wants to issue letter of credit, you would have studied letter of credit, and if a person wants to open a, for example, a business account and all, they should have a minimum deposit rate, minimum amount of money in the bank. That is only margin requirement can. Okay, so margin requirement you can measure in terms of rupees value and all. They give a limit, so that also will come under quantitative. So that's what I am saying. Quantitative monetary instrument means you have to not to see the main numbers or words. You have to see whether it will have a direct or indirect. Okay, so the answer is ACE. Fine. Okay. Yeah, quantitative means direct, qualitative means indirect. influence to money supply. Okay, fine. Other three qualitative. All these three are qualitative. They don't have that much influence for money supply. Okay, so these three are qualitative. Good. Fine. Next one. A criterion that does not classify micro, small, and medium enterprises is what's that? What's the answer? So when you take SME, to classify SME, we use quantitative, again the word. Quantitative and qualitative. Here quantitative means simply numbers. Okay. Qualitative means simply words or other stuffs, qualities. So based on number, we'll take, you can take turnover. Turnover, can you say me another word for turnover? What's the other word we can use for turnover? Turnover means sales, your revenue. Okay. Then you can take your capital, how much of capital you have invested. Then number of employees. Based on number of employees only, also you can classify the business. Okay. SMEs. Then based on production, not volume, fixed asset. Then you can take electricity. Can you all say me which institute takes electricity consumption as the criteria? They say if a business has more than 50 kilowatt, that business, I mean less than 50 kilowatt, that will fall under SME. What's that? CBS. Okay, these and all you can measure. So can you say me some qualitative criteria which you can't measure? Based on that, you can classify the SME. Very good. Production method. Production method, ganna pulwan. Then you can take nature of business, or else the goods which they are selling. What's the good they are selling? Very good, Asgab. You can take the technology. Okay, so these one you can't measure in terms of numbers and all. So those come under what? Qualitative. So here we'll say they're asking which is not a criteria. Not a criteria means either it can be quantitative or qualitative. Okay, number of employees, yes, we take. Production value, yes, we take. Capital, yes. Turnover, yes. Profit margin, no. Okay, profit margin. You can't say whether this business is small scale or large scale by seeing their profit. Okay, because profit always differs from year to year, right? So the answer is the fifth one. Okay, fine. Next one. 13th one. Select the correct statement pertaining to sole proprietorship. Okay, what's the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer? Fourth. Okay. Can anyone say me? Okay, fourth one is the answer, correct. Can anyone say me why third one is wrong? Okay, we'll see the question. Select the correct statements pertaining to sole proprietorship. They're asking you the correct statement. Registration is mandatory. No. For a sole proprietorship, registration is not compulsory unless one situation. For example, if my name is, we'll say John Cena. Okay, if my name is John Cena, if my business is also John Cena, my business name is John Cena, then I no need to register. But if my business name is JC, that means I had to register. Simply when my business name is different from my full name. Listen, when my business name is different from my full name, then only I had to go and register my business. If not, I don't need. Okay. So, for example, if you start your business as John, or else if you start your business as Sina, then you have to go and register. Now, anyone can say me if your business name is John Cena Stores, do you need to register or not? Okay. Do we need to register or not? Guys, careful, huh? You must register. What did I say? Only full name. Okay, careful. If my business name is in full name, I don't need to register. Apart from full name, stores is who? My grandfather. No, that's an additional word, right? So apart from my full name, if you see any changes, you must register. So they are saying registration is mandatory. No, it's not mandatory. Only if your name is different, you must register. So first option is out. Auditing. No, for sole proprietor, we don't do much accounts and also second one is also out. Third one. Can anyone say me why third one is wrong? Yeah, seriously. Okay. Very good, Azam. Perfect answer. Income tax. Sole proprietor, they must pay income tax, but not the business. Owner only must pay. What did I say? Because sole proprietor, they have a characteristics called no legal personality. Whatever the business does, owner is responsible. So if business wants to pay income tax, owner only must pay for that. Okay, so they are saying payment of income tax is mandatory. It's mandatory, but not the business. Owner only must pay. So third one is also wrong. Here, what's the correct word should be payment of income tax is mandatory by the owner. Then only that's correct. Okay. And the fifth one, family member participation is in management is mandatory. No, it's not compulsory, right? So fifth one is also out. Fourth one is the answer. Adherence to local government. Yes, you must obey the government and only you have to do the business. If you're not obeying the government and doing the business, that's an illegal business. Okay, you can't run that business. Fine. 14th one. Yeah, same thing applicable for partnership also. Very good option. Yeah, it is compulsory when it exceeds 600,000. That's also a different way. But here, that's the thing, Fazina. They're not asking the amount. They're asking whether income tax owner will pay or business will pay. Okay. 14th one answer. See, this guys, solid question. Okay. This is how your professors will show the colors of them. Okay. Simple word. The answer is very simple, but they have used only one or two words to confuse you all. Okay. Okay, when you take select the option that includes an attribute of a company limited by guarantee. So you know what is limited company by guarantee, right? Guaranteed means when you start a business itself, you will say it's like this. Now I'll give the money. If our business goes bankrupt, okay, if we want to close the business and sometimes we have to pay for our my creditors and all, at that time we must pay, but now itself will guarantee. So I and my friend will say, okay, I'll pay 50%, you pay 50%. I'll pay 60%, you pay 40%. So now itself we'll have an agreement among us. So when the business goes bankrupt, I will pay the 60%, he will pay the 50%. So the liability of the business is guaranteed. Okay, guaranteed means sure shot you will pay. So they are asking which is an attribute, a characteristics. Okay, first one, profits are not distributed by the company. Yes, guaranteed liability company, when they earn a profit, usually company when they earn a profit, how they will pay the profit to the owner? How a company pays the profit to the owner? Okay, how a company pays the profit to the owner? Through what? We use a word, very good guys. We say dividends. Okay, dividends. So in limited by guarantee, owners won't get any part of the profit. If that company is earning a profit, that profit will be invested in the company itself. Owners won't take anything from that. So correct. First option is correct. Okay, first one is correct. So that's the answer. We'll see why others are wrong. You have to say me why it's wrong. Limiting the minimum number of directors to one. Why this is wrong? Minimum number of directors is not one, it should be two. That minimum two directors. Okay, fine. Next one. There should be at least two shareholders. Okay, why this is wrong then? Why that's wrong? There should be minimum two. No, there should be minimum two. Shafna, you're somewhat near. There should be minimum two. That's correct. But it's not shareholders. It should be guarantors. Careful. Okay. It's not shareholders. They are called as guarantors. There should be two only, but not shareholders. Shareholders means the people who invest and earn a profit. Here the word should be guarantors. Careful. There should be at least two guarantors. Maximum is unlimited. Okay. Then next one. Guarantors only I said now. Guarantors kene kauda. The people who said when our business goes bankrupt, I will pay the money. So there should be minimum two person who is guaranteeing that I will pay the money. And fourth one is obviously wrong because they don't give shares and security public. Okay, they don't give to public. So that's correct. And last one, setting up with a business purpose. No, what's their main purpose? Their main purpose is social welfare. Okay, business purpose means profit. No, it's not profit. Their purpose is what? Social welfare. Guarantors and directors are said no. Guarantors kyanne simply they are the owners. The people who give the money and they say start the business. Director kyanne that's the bugger who is gonna run the business. I give the money. Okay, but I don't have time to watch the business and all. So I'll appoint someone to run that company. That is only directors kyanne. Okay, so what's the only example which is in your syllabus for company limited by guarantee? Only, very good. CSC, Columbus Stock Exchange. That's the only example they have given in your syllabus for a company limited by guarantee. Minimum two. Maximum they have many. Okay, maximum they have unlimited. Minimum there should be 2 guarantors. Okay, fine. Next one, 15th question. Following are some of the other things also say mean for partners, for partnership business, for owners we say partners. The word partners is used. For cooperatives, for owners, what do we say? For cooperatives, we say very good, very good. We say members. Okay, we say members. For companies, if they ask in general, we say shareholders. Okay, we say shareholders. Okay, good. Next one. Following are some of the facts related to a company. Now read the question. Out of the above, select the group that contains only the facts included in an articles of association. We say AOA. Okay, that's the document of a business, a company. Company's all details from top to bottom is included in AOA. So they're asking which is, what are the information which are included in an AOA? Simple. Objectives of a company, yes, definitely. And rights of shareholders, yes, that's okay. Share capital, no. Share capital you can't see in AOA. Where can you see share capital? Share capital can be seen in share capital means how much of capital we need to start the business. Where can you see? You given no, careful. You give an invitation for a person. You give invitation and ask the publics to come and invest. We say prospectus. Careful. Prospectus. Anything connected to shares shares are connected with prospectus. Careful. And address of the registered office. No. This one where you can see in which document your office headquarters address. Here careful. This one you will see in certificate of incorporation. Certificate of incorporation. Okay. In that only you will see the address of your office and all. And management of the company definitely AOA. Okay. So the answer should be A, B, E. First one is the answer. Okay. Fine. Guys, up to this okay, clear? Then it's a company limited by guarantee. Yeah, correct. Okay, clear, right? Fine. Good. Next one. Following are some functions of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Okay, fine. Now read. From the above, select the group that includes only agency function performed by Central Bank. Guys, Central Bank performs 2 functions. One is we say co-functions. Co-functions means the main functions and they will perform sub-function. We say agency. Agency means they are not the main head, but they just stay there to monitor something. Okay, sub-functions. So managing the public debt, yes. Public debt management is their sub-function because public debt means what? Loans. So loans are taken by central bank, not for them, for the government. So central bank, they get the loan from a foreign country and they give for the government. They don't enjoy it. So in the middle, they will just stay. So that's an agency function, sub-function, like a broker. B, implementation of financial policy. Okay, monetary policy. Monetary policy is implemented by the central bank. So central bank is the person who implements monetary policy. Monetary policy, another word only we can use, financial policy. That's not the sub-function. That's the main function of the central bank. So B option, we kick out because they're asking you the agency function. C, management of foreign exchange. Management of foreign exchange. Yes, that's also what? An agent function. That means our foreign exchange dollar rates going high, low, managing the foreign exchange, all those are sub-function. That's not the main thing. Simple, guys, listen carefully. Management of foreign exchange and our foreign exchange rates. Okay, there should be 2 things. Foreign exchange rates. Okay, foreign exchange rate means simply how much the price of a dollar should be. That is a co-function. Okay, but management means how much of dollars we had to have now, how much of dollars we had to pay. That is a sub-function. Careful. Deciding the dollar rates, that's a co-function. But managing the foreign currencies, it's a what? Sub-function. Make a note on that. So C, okay. Provision of financial intelligence services. Yes. Financial intelligence means about this money laundering activities and all is monitored by central bank, but that's not their main activity, sub functions. Okay, because for that we say, I can't remember the word, it's not CID. For money laundering there's a department, we say, do anyone know what's the name we use for the institute which monitors this money laundering activity? Sulha? No, that's not the answer. We say agency means main or sub. We say not crib. That's called as FCID. Okay, FCID. CID, you know, right? Criminal Investigation Department. F means finance. Financial Criminal Investigation Department. Not crib. Crib is Credit Information Bureau. That's about loans. That's about loans and all, credits and all. Okay. FCID is there. They are the people who involved with money laundering activities. Financial intelligence means the money which is earned illegally and all. So those stuffs, black money stuffs and all is handled by FCID. Okay, FCID, but central bank also plays a duty role. Okay, they just monitor. Okay, yeah, they will test, Sarah. Okay, maybe. Fine. So D is correct. Next one. E, supervision of financial system. No, that's one of their main function. Central bank here, they are the banks of bank. They are the father of the bank. So all the financial system is monitored by central bank only. So that's a core function. So E is out. Custodian of EPF fund. Yes. EPF fund they manage, but it's not their main function. Okay, EPF fund is managed by different people. For example, Ministry of Labor, they also play a role in that. So custodian is what? That's a minor role. That's a sub function they do. So the answer would be ACDF. Second one is the answer. Okay, second one is the answer. Fine. Okay. No, Rachel. Public debt is different. Public debt means what? Government's debt. Government debt means government goes and obtain debts from whom? Other countries, organizations and all. That won't be handled by crib. Crib means the loan, the credit of general public. For example, me and you. If we obtain a loan and all, that information will be recorded in crib. So crib is recording all the information about public, the loans of public. Public debt that public debt means government's debt. Government debt, crib and all won't handle that. Okay? Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, good. Next one. 17. An example for a business risk that can be insured is, okay. Can you all say me what's the characteristics for a risk? What are the characteristics that a risk should be risk should have to be insured? There are four characteristics. What are the four main characteristics that should be presented if you want to insure a risk? What are the four? Okay. Very good, Astra. Simply, we can use an abbreviation. I don't know if you have studied an abbreviation. That's fine. You can go ahead. VCUP. V stands for verifiability. That means you can easily verify whether it is true or not. Okay. And C is, we say, casualty. Casualty means the risk should happen with uncertainty, probability. Okay. So that means whether this happens or not, you don't know. Casualty. And U means unconnectedness. Unconnected means the risk should not be connected with any other stuffs. Okay. And P stands for predictability. Predictability means simply you can measure in terms of rupees. If only these four are presented, that's a what risk? We say insurable risk. For that only we say insurable risk. VCA, verifiability, casualty. Casualty, we say another word, we say uncertain. Okay, uncertain and unconnectedness, predictability. So those are the four characteristics of an insurable risk. Correct, Shifla. Correct, Sarah. Good. Okay, good. Fine. So based on that, we'll go and see an example for a business risk, okay, which can be insured. Change of fashion. When fashion changes, you can't insure that, right? Because that's something which you can't control even. Okay. Depreciation of machinery, no. Depreciation of machinery you can't insure because the reason is it's certain can the 100% this will happen. Obviously, guys, when you purchase a machine, machine's value will decrease. So if a machine's value is decreasing 100%, that is certain. But for risk, it should be what? Uncertain. You don't know whether it will happen or not. And losses of business. Loss of business also you can't insure. Okay. And fluctuation of the value of money. Okay. For example, the rupees value, dollar prices are increasing and decreasing. That also you can't. So the answer is the last one. Default of debtors. So default of debtors, right? For example, a person has to give you money. A person, for example, we'll take an example randomly. A person from our class will take a Hazma. So Hazma has to give me some money, but I am in doubt that whether she will give or not. Okay, so what I am doing is I am going and insuring her. If she doesn't pay or if she dies, insurance company, you only must pay for me. So debtors, you can go and insure. So the answer is the fifth one. Okay. What's the principle connected here? What's the insurance principle connected here? Default of debtors. Very good. Okay. So we say, what's the answer? Okay, I didn't get your question here. Insurable interest. Insurable interest means the right to insure. Okay. Insurable interest. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Next one is wait. Okay, can you say me the principles of insurance? Principles of insurance. Principles of insurance. Starting bidding all answer in no ne. Okay. Very good. Okay, we can. This is very good, Zay. We use an abbreviation. C PUSIP. So C stands for contribution. Okay. P stands for proximate cause. Okay. U stands for unconnectedness. Sorry. U stands for utmost good faith. S stands for subrogation. I stands for indemnity. And the next I stands for insurable interest. So these are the principles of what? Insurance. Okay. So this is the abbreviation which we use. Fine. Can take Rakika. That is only predictability. Can okay, predictability and the word you said also correct. Good, sir. Okay, fine, good. So the answer is the fifth one. And 18th one. Balamu 18th one answer. What's the 18th one answer? Only two replied. Others? Quickly. Who is a factor agent? Who is a factor agent? Correct, Hana. No. Hana, verifiability, you can't say that. You can say casualty. Casualty would be suitable. Okay, that's what. Guys, careful. Factor agent kyanne the person who sells goods on personal name. Okay, who sells goods on personal name. I hope many would have studied as factor agent means the person who is selling on credit kela. Hello guys, can you all hear me? Okay. No, the thing is not network issue or something. It's something which is beyond that. I didn't plug in charge. Lap went for off. Okay. කවුද මේ ආතල් ගන්න ක්ලාස් එකේ? Okay, fine. Guys, wait. Give me 2 minutes. Guys, can you all see me, hear me, and can you all see the screen? All three okay? All three okay? I hope you are enjoying the session, right? I mean, whenever there is a break, last year business study is very easy, right? This time you can see. Okay. So in ICT and accounting, accounting was very easy. ICT, they ask some general questions. Business studies, they ask general question. Sorry.com tamai. Okay, guys, fun. Okay, guys, when you take fact agent, so I stopped here if I'm not wrong. So when you take fact agent, the problem with fact agent is, guys, many students think fact agents means the person who is selling on credit. No, guys, fact agents mean the person who is selling on his personal name. Okay, personal name. That is only fact agent can. Okay, so you may think, sir, no need, sir, in teacher's guide and all, they have given us the person who is selling on credit. Guys, teacher's guide, okay, fine. But the thing is, practically, fact agent means the person who is selling on personal name. And this 2020 paper, right? 2022, if I'm not wrong. And even in 20 paper, 2020 paper also, same question is repeated. In that, they are saying fact agent means the person who is selling on personal name. So it's better to go with the marking scheme. So the answer should be the fourth one, the person who is selling on the personal name. But apart from that, you are saying me, who is the first agent? The person who is connecting the buyer and seller. The person who is collecting the buyer and seller. Very good, very good. Broker. We say for that fellow broker. And next one, a person who receives a commission by performing transaction on discretion on behalf of the owner. Okay, guys, discretion means we say another word, desire. Okay, another word for discretion is desire. Who is that agent? The person who is selling on his personal desire, that is called as commission. So many students get confused with, so what is the difference between commission and factor? Factor means the person who is selling on personal name, his own name. For example, if I'm a factor agent, I will say, okay, this good, okay, a factor agent, I'm a factor agent means my principal is there, my real owner. I won't expose my owner. I will say, I am the owner. These are my goods. I will use my name only. That is only factor agent. Commission agent means what I will say is, these goods belong to that person. He is the real owner. I am just selling his product. Okay, so I will sell, but I will use his name. Factor agent, I will use my own name. So third one, a person who sells goods to a principal to the highest bidder. We say auctioneer. Good. Okay, we say auctioneer. And fourth one is factor agent. And last person, the person who is selling goods on credit. What do we call him? The person who is responsible for credit, we say del crade agent. Okay, we say del crade. So easy way to understand what is del crade. The word crade can be used. Crade means simply think credit. So del crade means the person who is selling the goods on credit. Okay, fine. Next one. Next question. From the following entry modes, which entitles the lowest risk? Okay, what's the answer? That means which You can enter the international trade, imports and exports in many ways. Okay, import foreign business. You can have foreign business in different ways. But what they are asking is which has the lowest risk? Which has the lowest risk? Three, two, one. Okay, you all keep saying the wrong answer. I'm there. I'm there. Don't worry. Okay. So, guys, answer is exports. Okay. Answer is what? Exports. Ekane, guys. There are many methods to enter international trade. Okay. I'll say why exports has the lowest risk. Okay. You all say me before exporting a product, what you should have? The person had to place an order, right? Okay, will you export without knowing a person? No. You will export only if you know that person and if that person pays you. Upon that only you will what? Export your product. So low risk because you know the person who is in the foreign country, he has paid you also. You have to just go, I mean, you have to deliver the product. But example, joint ventures. Joint ventures means you are combining with a foreign business. You have foreign direct investment. You are investing in a foreign country. Acquisition. You know what is acquisition, right? Guys, these are very risk because these are big businesses. You are going to do a business in a foreign country. Okay, you don't know what will happen because starting a business is not easy. It's a very risky matter, right? So you don't know whether your customers will come, what will happen. You are going to invest. Investment is one of the highest risk activity. You don't know whether you will earn a return or not. But exports, you will sell only when you get an order. So you're 100% confident that if I supply the product, I will get the money. Okay. Upon the request only, you will sell the product to the foreign person. So export has the lowest risk. Okay. Export has the lowest risk. Okay. Fine. No, no. Next one, 20th one. Guys, up to 19th, they have tested from grade 12. Up to 19th question. That means out of 30 MCQs, 19 is from what? Grade 12. That means only 11 is from grade 30. Okay. So gifted fellows. 5. Question number 20. The following table shows some management concepts and descriptions relating to them. Okay. Fine. Okay. Unity of command. You had to say me the option number. Option number means whether it is A, B, C, E. I will explain. Unity of command. So what I say is when you get a table question, in table they have given you the concept and if they're asking you the descriptions, what you must do is don't read the description first. That's one of the riskiest thing you're going to do because you know what is unity of command. But if you go and see the description first, you'll get confused. It seems like everything looks the same. What you do is first of all read, okay, unity of command. Unity of command means simply you had to work only for one manager, one superior. You have to get advices only from one person. Now you know the idea. Okay, that is all unity of command. Now go and see the description. Okay, what's the description? A, B, C, D, E. That's C. Okay, so C is the answer. Responsible only for one supervisor. So first option should be C, right? You all only said me C. Then first option is out. Second is also out. Fifth is also out. So you are left out only with third one or the fourth one. Okay. So second one, what are they saying? Decentralization. So decentralization means simple. You are giving the decision making authority. Top level is giving to low level. So low level managers are saying, managers, you take the decisions. You are not going to take the decision. Simply you are transferring the burden to another person. So what's the answer? It should be E. Good. Okay, E. Both the option has E. So third one is the decisive factor. Span of control. Span of control means under one manager, how many subordinates are there? Okay, one manager, how many people he can control? So span of control answer D will see, yeah, D. So answer is the fourth one. Okay, no need to read the rest of the two even. So organizational structure means it says how authority, responsibility, everything is what? Allocated. And chain of command means, listen, chain of command, the keyword you have to use is continuous flow. From top level to bottom level, how the communication, every stuff is flowing. Okay, that is only chain of command. So answer is the fourth one. Okay, fine. Next one, 21st. Okay, 21st. The following are some sources of power received by a manager. From the above, select the group that includes the power received only to the position. Okay. So there are various ways to get power, right? Okay. So the two main ways which we studied is, what are the two main ways we can get power? Based on, you see, wait. So the first way is based on position. Okay. Based on position, you can get power. Okay, based on your position you can get power. Okay, so what are the three main powers you get through position? Through your position, for example, if you are the general manager of a company, you will get automatically three power. What are those? First power you get is authority. That means decision making authority. Okay, authority you will get up. First one is authority, and second one you will get is coercive. Since you are the manager, everyone will respect you, obey you, and they will be scared of you also. Coercive power. And next one you have is third one, reward power. Since you are the manager, you can motivate them. When than others motivating, if you motivate, the employees will be recognized. The reason is you are the manager, the position you have. So these three are the power based on position. Next one based on person. Based on person, there are three powers. What are those? First one, why you are respecting me? Why did you join my class? Past paper, a random fellow coming and discussing 2022 AL. Next week we have exam. Whether don't know this person is teaching it correctly. Why did you trust me? Because of the knowledge I have. So person, they get power through expert, through their knowledge. Okay. Next one. Second one, referent. Okay, referent means some people, for example, when you go for Instagram and all, whenever a celebrity says something, or for example, recently Cristiano Ronaldo, what he did was he made a poster. Okay, he made a post just like this symbol. That's a symbol. Everyone started shouting, oh, he's gonna do something or something. So Ronaldo influenced your behavior. That is power. Through what he got the power? Referent. Okay, because sometimes we follow the celebrities and all. So following the celebrities have what power? Referent power. Okay. Then third one we have personality. Personality means, for example, when take me monks and all, religious monks and all, we respect them because of the qualities they have. So these are the two, position and person. Now say me the answer, guys. What's the answer? What's the answer? Legitimate, they're asking only through position. Yes, legitimate. Guys, legitimate means authority. Yeah? Another word for authority only, legitimate can be. Then coercive, yes. Rewarding, yes. So answer should be A, C, D. Second one is the answer. Okay. Guys, up to this, okay, clear? Up to this, okay, clear? Soldier, some people say it's based on legality. Okay, authority power, and some people also say personality. Okay, so but I think soldiers and all, they will fall under personality. Okay, it's referent. No. Referent is different. Personality is different. Why not first one? Wait, why not first one? Did I? Guys, sorry. I made a mistake. It should be the first one. Very sorry. Sorry.com. Okay. Yeah, first one. Okay, it should be ABC. I have ticked it correctly, but I have extracted the wrong answer. It should be ABC. Sorry. Uh, okay, fine. Next one, 22. So 22, they have given some formula stuffs and all. Fine. What are they asking? Number of units to be sold to reach the break-even point. Simply, they are asking you the BEP. Okay. So can you all say me what's the formula for BEP? BEP formula? BEP is equal to total fixed cost divided by unit contribution. Okay, unit contribution. That's the formula for what? Yeah, unit contribution. So total fixed cost. We'll go and see whether they have given the total fixed cost. Yes, they are saying total fixed cost is 360,000. No, read it carefully. They are saying total cost is 360. In that 120 falls under what? Variable cost. So careful, careful. So when you take total cost, okay, when you take total cost has two things. One is fixed cost, another one is variable cost. So variable cost only they are saying 120. If I'm not wrong, 120, right? Yes, 120. Then what about the fixed cost? How much is the fixed cost then? Fixed cost is 240. Careful. Some people would take 360 and find the answer. No. So 240,000 divided by unit contribution. Okay. Can anyone say me how to find contribution? What's the formula to find the contribution? What's the formula to find the contribution? You won't forget this. Last week only you had fun with accounting. Contribution is equal to, very good, selling price minus variable cost. Okay, so how much is the selling price they are saying? How much is the selling price they are saying? They are saying the selling price, they have not given the selling price for one unit, but they have given the total income, annual income earned. That means the total sales they have given. Total sales is 300,000. Okay, we'll take that. Total sales, they are saying how much? 300,000. So total sales is 300. Wait a minute. So total sales is 300,000 and minus variable cost. So you know the total variable cost is 120,000. So how much you are getting as the contribution? The contribution you are getting is 180,000. But careful. The formula they are asking in unit contribution. For one unit, how much is the contribution? Now you got the total contribution. So if you want to convert total contribution, okay, total contribution to unit contribution, what you have to do is total contribution should be divided by total units. Okay, total contribution should be divided by total units. So total contribution is 180,000. Okay, divided by, you know how many units they are selling? 6,000 units. So how much you are getting as the answer? Rupees 30, right? Is 30. 3 zeros gone, 3 zeros gone. Yes, rupees 30. Now go and apply that 30 here. So what's the answer you are getting? You are getting 8,000 units, if I'm not wrong. 8,000 units. Okay. 8,000 units. So answer should be option number 2. Option number 2. Guys, is that clear? Yeah, correct. Guys, someone is muted. Sorry, unmuted. Guys, please make sure you're muted. Fine. Yeah, if they ask you by price, simple. For the student is asking, sir, if they ask you BEP rupees, so there are many methods to find BEP rupees. I will take the simple method. So you know 8,000 units, right? 8,000 units and find unit selling price. One unit, how much is the price? So you know total sales is how much? 300,000. 300,000 divided by how many units? 600. So one unit price is 50, right? So 8,000 multiplied by 50, you will get 400,000, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so that's the sales value. Okay, so you can use this method also. Fine. Next question. 23rd. The component which does not belong to holistic marketing concept. Guys, holistic marketing concept has 4 subparts. Okay, so 4 subparts. Can you all say me the 4 subparts, guys? So subparts of holistic marketing. Okay, very good. We say integrated. We use an abbreviation also. Okay, so the abbreviation we use is SIRI. Okay, SIRI. S stands for social responsibility, or else we say another word also, we say relationship. Relationship marketing. Then we have I stands for, we can take intern, and R stands for, we say wait, R stands, guys, sorry, it's not relationship, it should be performance. Okay, performance. Wait a minute, it should be performance. Performance, internal, then R should be relationship, and last I should be integrated. These are the four constituents of what? Holistic marketing. Social responsibility, internal, relationship, and integrated. Okay, guys, many students, what they do is they get confused with the first one. Social responsibility. Guys, social responsibility is a sub part of holistic marketing. There is another marketing concept. Okay, there's another marketing concept. We say, careful, social marketing. Okay, social marketing is a main topic. Social responsibility is a subtopic of holistic. So make sure you don't get confused with social responsibility and social market. Okay. So based on that, what's the answer you are getting? What's the answer you are getting? Okay, answer is the brand market. Okay. We didn't study anything called brand marketing. Fine. Next question. From the following financial management decisions, what is a long-term financial decision? Okay. What's the answer? Long-term financial decision. Long-term financial decision answer, please. So when you take finance management decisions are divided into two. One is finance decision. What's the other one? What's the other decision you have? Very good. You have investment decision. So investment decision means, guys, simple. How your money goes out, how you will invest. Finance means how you will get the money or else how you will save the money. So finance means how you will get the money or else how you will save the money. Okay, how you will get the money or else how you will save the money. Invest means how you will spend the money. Okay, so under investment you have short term. Okay, you have short term and long term. So for easy remembrance, to easily remember, short term means all the current assets you have studied. Can you say me all the current assets you have studied? What are the current assets you have studied? Very good. Stocks, trade debtors, cash. Okay, those will come under investment decision short term. Okay, like that when you take finance also, it has short term and long term. So finance short term, I say that's current liability. Okay, can you say me some examples for current liability? Current liability examples: creditors, bank overdraft, okay, accrued expenses. Those will come under what? Short term. Okay, then we have long term. So under investment decision, long term, in simple term, the non-current assets. Example, purchasing a business, okay, modernizing the business, reinvestment in the business, okay, those stuffs. And finance decision, long term means here only to talk out. Long term is again divided into two. Okay, again you divide long term into two. One we say capital, okay, one we say capital, another one we say dividends. Okay, another one we say dividends. Okay, can you say me, in a company you have three types of capital. What are the three types of capital in a company? Don't I know? You have we have debt capital. Okay, then we have equity capital. Then we have the mixture of both. Mixture of both. Some business have equity, some business have debt, some business have both. Okay, for that we say debt to equity. Okay, debt to equity, or else debt and equity. So dividend means under dividend you have retained earnings. Okay, we have retained profits, then dividend policies. So those will come under dividends. Okay, fine. Now say me the answer. What's the answer? We'll take. They're asking which is a long-term financial decision. Modernization of business, no, that's investment. Diversification of business, that is also investment. Dividends, yes, that's the answer. Then stocks will come under investment. Bank overdraft will come under finance, but short. Okay, so answer is the third one. Answer is the third one. Okay, 25th. Answer, please. So what are the two types of market in finance? What are the two main types of financial markets you have studied? What are the two main markets you have studied in finance management? What are the two? You have money market. Money market means short term or long term. Money market is simply short term. Good. Short term. Fine. Okay. Under money market, you have how many sub markets? Under money market, how many sub markets are there? Two or three? Two or three? Under money market, how many sub markets are there? Two or three? you have 4 sub markets. Okay, so the first one you have is intra-bank, okay, call money. Then you have something called foreign exchange market, foreign exchange market, foreign exchange. Then you have T-bills, okay, T-bills. And last one, what's the last market which I missed here? What's the last market I have missed here? Foreign exchange, T-bill, very good. Commercial paper, okay, commercial paper, commercial paper, fine. So next market you have is capital market. Okay. So capital, you know, that's long term. Okay. Capital means long term. Okay. So under capital market, there are many, but I'll write only the things which are tested in your syllabus. So the first main market is what? What's the main capital market? What's the main capital market? Very good, Hammer. We say, wait, main market is share market, guys. Share market is the main capital market. Then y'all say T-bonds, correct. Okay, T-bonds. And you have debentures. Okay, debentures. Then there are many long-term loan, or rupee loan market. Then you have something called unit trust. That also will come. But these are the most important three. Okay, now say me the answer based on that. Out of the above, select the option which includes instrument only pertaining to money market, short term. Treasury bonds, yes. Treasury bonds, sorry. Yes. Okay. Correct. No. Treasury bonds are long term. Interbank call money, yes. Commercial paper, yes. Corporate bonds, no. What's the other term for corporate bonds? What's the other term for corporate bonds? Correct. Corporate bonds, we use another word is what? Debentures. Careful. Corporate bonds, we use another term, debentures. Okay. What's the other word for commercial paper? What's the other word for commercial paper? Anyone? We say, careful, we say corporate bills. Okay, corporate bills. That's the other term for commercial papers, corporate bills. Then treasury bills, yeah, that's short term. Shares, no, that's long term. Letter of credit. Confusion again. Whether it will come or not. Okay, we'll see. You know BCE. Sure shot, you know BC is correct. You have only one option. BCE. Third one is the answer. Okay. So then letter of credit is also what? Short. Because in your teacher's guide even, a letter of credit, they have not given a market like that. But you can use the brain and find the answer. Only BCE, there is only one option. So the answer is the what? Third one. Okay. Fine. Next one. Next one. Following are some principles relating to collection of revenue. Okay. So what are they asking? Select the option which contains only the principles relating to taxation. Guys, if you have done econ easy, okay, under chapter number 8, public economics, you would have studied. But if you're not doing economics, make a chutta confuse you now, because there is no topic like this. Principles of taxation means in a country, when they are imposing a tax, there are some factors they must consider. That based on that only they will impose the tax. Okay. So first one is equity. Yes. Equity means tax should be fair. Tax should be fair. Tax should be fair means they have to collect from the rich and give to poor, or else they have to charge high from rich and low from poor. Can you say me what's the type of tax which follows equity? Where when the income is increasing, the tax rate also increasing. When income is decreasing, tax rate also decreasing. What's that tax? What we say a word, very good. We say progressive. Okay, progressive. A quick additional thing I got. Progressive means they follow equity. They collect, they charge high from the rich and less from the poor. Next one, inseparability. Guys, inseparability means tax should be paid only by one person. You can't say any other person to pay the tax. Is it true or false? Is it true or it's false? Why, guys? Because tax direct tax and indirect tax, right? Direct tax, okay, inseparable. You can't give another person to pay. But indirect tax, what? You can separate, right? So B is not the correct word. So B is not an option at all. Okay. So you can eliminate first option, fourth option, third option. You are left out with only 2 and 5. You know what I will do? I will write 2 only. What's the reason? Why did I choose 2? Because you know A is a solid answer, equity. So second is the answer. But we'll see the other stuffs also. Quantifiability. Quantifiability means make a chutta complex. Quantifiability means tax can be measured. Yes, guys. When you impose a tax should be measurable in terms of percentage or rupees. But the problem here is it's not a principle. Okay, it's not a principle. Yes, tax should be measured, it should have a percentage and all, but it's not a principle. That's a feature, a characteristics. Because of that reason, quantifiability is out. Then you have convenience. Convenience means people should easily understand how to pay the tax and all. So that's a main principle. So AC. Then you have certainty. Certainty means tax should be stable. It should not change. Okay, for example, you take Sri Lanka and VAT, it's always changing. So they're not certain. Certain means tax should be the same for a prolonged period. So that's also a principle. Economy means we say cost efficiency. Guys, charging tax will give you money. To impose that tax, government will earn some expenses. For example, Inland Revenue Department, tax files, okay, raids. For that, government will impose. I mean, they have to incur some expenses, right? So when you impose a tax, the another thing you have to see is economy. Economy means the revenue you get. Okay, the revenue, the tax revenue you get should be more than the expense for government. Huh? For government, the tax revenue they are earning should be more than the expense. So A, C, E, F. So answer is the second one. Okay. 27. Human resource management. What's the answer? When you take gratuity, gratuity means if an employee is working for more than 5 years, if an employee is working more than 5 years, they are entitled for something called gratuity. So if that employee is working more than 5 years and if he leaves the organization, organization will give him a lump sum of amount. Okay, like a pension, they'll give a lump sum of amount as gratuity. Gratuity means, or in Tamil we say non-recurrent. Okay, since this employee is with the company for more than 5 years, we have to pay him something. So answer is 5. Okay, 28. They're asking select the option which includes only the action that can be practiced by employers. Okay, employers kya ne boss or else the worker. Employer kya ne boss or the worker. Employer is the boss. Okay. Now they're asking you what are the actions boss can take. Okay. You know what is industrial action? Ne? Industrial action kya ne? There is a dispute. Owner and the business. Okay. There is a fight. For that, first of all, employee will take some actions like strikes, protest, picketing, sabotage, which you have studied. I abstain from overtime. Okay, work to rule. Okay, not coming to the for the organization, taking leaves. Those are the actions workers will take. As a reply, boss also will take some actions. So they're asking what are the actions which is taken by the boss. Okay, so work to rule. No, work to rule is done by the employees. So A you cannot take. Okay, so first option is out, second option is out. B, abstaining from overtime, not performing OT. So not performing OT is not boss one. That's an activity of an employee. So B is also out. So third option is also out. So you're left out with only fourth or else the fifth. Lockout. Lockout means simply boss is closing the organization. If you open the business only, you will come here, protest, strike and only. I'm going to close it. So that's a action which is taken by the boss. So C can be taken. Avoiding work. Avoiding work means you're not performing the work. So boss, no, it's an employee's activity, not performing the work. So D is also out. So the answer is the fifth one. Answer is the fifth one because D is an activity of whom? Employee. They're asking employer, boss's activity. So we'll see other one. Strike replacement means it's like this. Boss will say, listen, if you do a strike, get lost, I will take another set of people and do my business. So that's also an action. Picketing, picketing means protest. Where do you go in roads and all and you demand your rights? So that is done by employees. Shifting production means you say, okay, employees, people may do these stuffs. You go. I will take the machinery and run my company. So that's taken by employer, boss. And vacation of post means you are saying, if you do strike, you will be suspended, you will be terminated, you will be removed from the company. So that's also an action. So the answer is C, E, G, H. Okay, answer is the fifth one. Guys, up to this, okay, clear? Up to this, okay, clear? Yeah, dear. Oh, the third one, Imra. Okay, clear, right? Fine, fine. Okay. Others, reply quickly. Work to rule Kiani, it's like this. Employees are saying, I will follow all the rules and regulations. Okay. For example, I will come on time and I will leave on time. Okay. For 12 o'clock is the lunch time. 12 on I will take the lunch time. Sometimes company would ask the employees to work little like 30 minutes extra. But they will say, no, no. Work to rule means I will follow each and every regulations properly. Okay. 27, third one. Picketing means only protest. Road repeat and they will show these boards and all and demand for rights. University students. Vacation of post means removing the employee, sending them off. Okay, fine. 27th. Sorry. Yeah, I have written as fifth. The reason is 5 years name. That's what. Okay, guys. That's a learning point. Okay. When I was a student, also I mostly do this mistake. Even some students now also do. When you get numbers, for example, number of stakeholders and all, what students do is if there are 4 stakeholders, they write 4 as the answer. But the option says second. Careful. Numbers are different, options are different. So make a chuttak learning point. Chuttak balanna. Fine. 29th. There are 2 types of software. One is system software. What's the other software you have? System and very good. System and application software. So system software is needed for the computer. For computer to run properly, it needs a software that is system software. Simply operating systems and all. Okay. Application software means for you. For example, MS Word, Excel, okay, when you take PowerPoints, presentation, those are application software. To do a work, that software is needed. System means to run the computer, you need a software. So what's the answer here? 29. Answer? Statement which describes the system software most accurately is, okay? Okay, first one is the answer. Program developed to operate the computer hardware. That means monitor, keyboards and all to run, to be connected. We need system software. Okay, fine. Next one. Last MCQ. Oh, wait. But this is something which I debate because 30th one is not from, this is from operation management. So can you all say me, what's the 30th question mostly they ask from? Which chapter? They ask from business plan. Okay, they are mostly asked from business plan, but this 2022 they have asked from quality control. Okay, operation management. Simple. What did I say? Table now. Don't read the description. See the technique and get the idea. Quality circle. I'll say you the explanation. You say me the option number. Quality circle means group of employees will get together and discuss about quality. So what's the answer? Group of people. Answer is D. Okay, answer is D. Fine. Next one. Next one. Wait. Zero defect. Zero defect means you are ensuring that your product has no damage at all. Okay, no any damages. What's that? Oh, wait, Yusuf. Ensuring. Okay, A. Some would start say Six Sigma, 5SK is an approach. No need. That's not in your syllabus even. Okay. Next one. Quality assurance. What is quality assurance? Quality assurance means, guys, simply you ensure that each and every stage is done properly. From step 1 till step 10, everything is done perfectly. What's that answer? What's that answer? B. Okay. B is the answer. Good. And quality standard means simply following the standard. ISO, SLS and all. What's the answer? E. Good, good. Okay. And last one you have is Six Sigma. Okay. So Six Sigma. See, sir, now only you said, sir, it's not in your syllabus and all. Guys, even your examiner know that. Even your examiner know that's not part of your syllabus. That's the reason you can see DABE. You almost found the answer. Okay. Six Sigma. Then what's the answer? It should be C. Techniques used for improving products and its process. Who cares? Okay, it's not even in your syllabus a part of that, but you can see how examiner has included that point. They have included as the last point. Okay, so these four you know, these four you know, right? So the answer should be the fourth one. Okay, fine. Did anyone do this paper 2022? Okay, how many of you got more than, okay, how many of you got 30 out of 30? 30 out of 30? No one got. Okay, for an MCQ, you must get more than 25. Okay, target for 30, but make sure you get more than 25. Okay, next one, fill in the blanks. We'll just rush through, guys. Guys, fill in the blanks. Many students, what they do is when they get the paper, they do fill in the blanks. But be smart, don't do fill in the blanks first. The reason is there are two things. One is risk, because in fill in the blanks, because many students start with fill in the blanks. The question, if you start with question, fill in the blanks, what will happen is sometimes if you don't know a blank, that blank will run in your mind for the entire paper. So you can't do MCQs also properly. And that's the first thing. Second thing is sometimes fill in the blanks answers will be from MCQs. MCQs, you have question and you have 5 options. Maybe a question is connected to fill in the blanks. So in that you can get an idea. So Ekanisa, start from MCQs. Don't try fill in the blanks first. Okay. And careful by filling the blanks with a suitable word or words. Either it can be one word or two words. That's all. One or two. There is no any sentence in filling the blanks. One word or two words. Okay, fine. First one. Commerce consists of two elements. What are the two main parts of commerce? What are two main parts of commerce? Very good. Trade and auxiliary services. Okay. Trade and auxiliary services. Fine. Next one. Wait a minute. Okay. Managers are and blank force and suppliers are a blank force. What are the answer? And the word hint is there and means the word, I mean the answer should start with a what? A vowel letter. So what's the answer you can include? What's the answer? Very good. Managers are internal, but careful. Suppliers are very good, guys. Suppliers are my opinion. My opinion would be external. The reason is if first one is internal, second blank also should go with the same thing, external. But your examiner has included the word immediate. Okay, immediate environment, or as we say close environment, or as we can say task environment. Sir, whom to trust now? You or the examiner? Please go with the examiner's comment, because we are not that much smart and experienced to go against them. So better to go with these words: immediate, close, and task. But the correct word must be external. Okay, fine. Next one. Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of need: food is a blank need, whereas individual social recognition is a blank need. What and what? Okay, okay, fine. Before that, what we'll do is, now you all say me, you know Abraham Maslow, right? So Abraham Maslow, he said around 5 levels of needs. Okay, you all say me, what's the most important part? The bottom part? The bottom part is what? We say basic need. The bottom part is basic need. Basic, okay, basic. Or else we say, we use another word also, physiological, not psychological, it's physiological. Okay. Once basic needs are fulfilled, what's the next level of need you will hope for? Basic need means food, clothing, and all. Okay. After that, you will go and search for, very good, guys, safety. Okay. We will go and search for safety, or else we'll say security. Security. Fine. And third one, food also there, security is also there. Now, what level of need you will search for? Not love. Don't go and write love. You will go and search for societal needs. That is only love, relationships, and all. Okay. Affairs. Fine. Fourth one. Fourth one. You will go and search for ST. To be honest, we people, me, I am at this level only. Esteem needs. Because now I am doing lecturing, or else I'm doing a work. So I need some respect from people. Okay, I had to be in good position and all. You buggers still at third one only. Okay, societal needs. Once you are done with your AS, you will go and search for esteem. You will need some self-respect, and a good others has to, I mean, respect you. So that's the next level of need you are going to what? See. And what's the last level of need? What's the last level? We say Actualization. Actualization means, guys, everyone will have an ambition, right? Everyone here will have an ambition. If you don't have an ambition, you're not a human at all. Everyone will have a final goal. That's the final goal I'm gonna achieve. Okay, for example, one of my final goal. Okay, don't laugh, huh? So one of my final goal is to be in the Forbes list. So if it is fulfilled, that means my actualization is done. Abraham Maslow's all five needs are what? Fulfilled. Okay. Most of the people don't achieve the fifth one. Okay. Dream need. You know what is Forbes list? What is Forbes list? Magazine. What is Forbes list? Forbes list means top 100 rich people in the world. Okay, fine. Just for fun, we'll delete this. Fine. Okay. Next one. So these are the five levels of what human needs. Okay, guys. This should be drawn as a what? What shape did what shape did Abraham Maslow use to show the hierarchy of human needs? Okay, he said it should be like a triangle. Okay, triangle ke many people think top part is important. No, triangle ke bottom part only very important. So there are five levels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the first basic need. Then it should be safety, then societal, then esteem, and fifth one is actualization. Okay, this is how the Abraham Maslow's triangle would be. Okay, now say me the answer then. Food is a what? Basic need, or else you can say physiological needs also. Individual social recognition. What's that? Searching for respect. We say esteem needs. Okay, very good. We say esteem. Guys, in your final exam, don't write in short form. Societal needs can simply you want some love, affection from others. Okay, that is not a societal. Simply having connection with other people. Okay, fine. Next one. The resilience a country has to prevent insolvency. That means what, guys? Simply in a country, all the banks, all the institute, all the business should not go bankrupt. So ekatapi kiyanne financial system stability. Financial system means all the banks, all the business in the country should not, insolvency means bankrupt. It should not go bankrupt. That is only financial system stability means. Okay. Sir, can we say ego and ego? Ego is not something. Ego will come under. It's not ST. Yeah, can take under ST. Okay, fine. You're thinking. Y'all are thinking over the limit, man. Okay, fine. And last one, ability to control inflation is called as what? What do we call that? We say very good. Price stability. Price stability. Price stability means controlling the inflation. Next one. Sale of shares of incorporated. Who we have to use? Which firms we have to use? If you want to buy and sell shares, we have to use brokering firms, stock brokers. And next one is important. And the firms that pledges to buy unsold shares of an initial public offering. Okay, very good. So I'll explain what is underwriting means, guys. For example, I'm going to start a company. In my company, I'm going to make an issue of 10 million shares. But I know that, okay, 10 million shares. But I am saying that 10 million, many people won't buy. I mean, I won't get 10 million shares fully sold. So what I'm saying is, I will go for a company, institute, and say, institute, listen like this. Out of 10 million shares, if there is any unsold share, if people didn't buy any number of shares, you only must buy. For example, out of my 10 million, example, 2 million shares, no one bought. That 2 million will be bought by that company. Okay, that company only called as underwriters. What do we say? We say underwriters. Underwriters are the people who will buy the unsold shares of a company. Okay, so the answer should be underwriters. Okay, underwriters. Fine. Next one. Next answer, please. Underwriters. Solution for environmental and social issues are provided through what? Entrepreneurship. Which entrepreneur thinks about problems? I mean, social problems. Careful, social entrepreneur. Many people, many students, some students ask, Okay, Minister, what Rakika is asking, sir, underwriters, what's the advantage they will gain? Underwriters will gain one main advantage. The thing is, 2 million shares. We say that one share is 100 rupees, but underwriters will say, I won't buy for 100, I will purchase for 50. Anyhow, you will give them because no one is there to buy, right? So underwriters, 100 rupees share, they'll purchase for 50 rupees. That's an advantage. Okay. Social, and what's the next? Entrepreneurship. The entrepreneurship which is within the organization. Example, Sundar Pichai, Google CEO. CEO is just an employee, right? So he is the person who is bringing up new innovation. So we say intra. Good. Intra entrepreneurship. Okay. Next one. Good job. Next one is, what's the next one we have? Both employer and employee contribute for what? Careful guys. There are two funds you would have studied: EPF, ETF. So EPF, Employee Provident Fund, both employee, worker, and the boss will contribute. But one fund is there, only the boss will contribute. Only the boss will pay. Who is the what's that? We say employee trust. Okay, provident both. Trust means only the employer. Okay, fine. Next one. Okay, not reporting from work, being absent from work without informing is called. Okay, you didn't go for work one day. What do we call that? Simply, you didn't go for school for one day. We say absenteeism. Okay, we say absenteeism. And next one, reporting, not reporting to work for a prolonged period. You didn't go for a work for a long period of time. ඒකට අපි මොනවද කියන්නේ? VOP. Okay, VOP means vacated post. Vacated post. That means simply you have left the organization. It's like true, guys. For example, in your school also, if you don't go for school for one day, absent. If you don't go for school for 6 months, will they mark absent? They won't give a damn. They will think this person has left the school. So that is only in company also. We say vacated post. Okay. Next one. Sale of goods through inducement. Okay, you are selling goods through inducement. Inducement means like promotions, offer, discounts and all. So what do we call? So these are marketing concept. The concept which is used to sell goods through offers and all. Sales, promotion, stuffs and all. We say very good. We say selling concept. Okay. Selling concept. In selling concept, simply you want to sell the goods. Next one, selling the good according to customers' needs and wants. When you're selling, you are seeing the customers' needs and wants. We say marketing concept. Okay. We're not customer, it should be marketing concept. Okay. Next one. Individual only, it's customers. They are generally talking about customer, right? So it should be marketing. Next one. Okay. In Sri Lanka, business in Sri Lanka can register their brands under Act number 36 of 2003 of what Act? We say intellectual. Intellectual property means simply something which is intangible. Okay, can you all say me some intellectual property you'd have studied? Example for intellectual property you'd have studied? Patents, copyrights, industrial designs. Okay, then you have trademark. Good. Okay, next one, and then it becomes a mark. What? For example, you can see nowadays, not only lectures, many people have some logos and all. So that logo, for example, in TechTutor, our platform has a logo. Okay, but our logo is, we say, brand mark. Okay, but if we go and register in this office, we say that as what? Trademark. Okay, trademark. Trademark means simply that logo or else that patent. If we register, we say trademark. If we don't register, we say brand mark. Okay, careful. Next one. Financial market consists of what and what? Money and capital market. Okay, money and capital market. And next one. 36B. Okay, 36B. Yeah. The abbreviation for global interbank transaction communication gateway is called. That means if you want to transfer money for foreign banks and all, what's the gateway? What's the platform we use? Okay, we use. No, dear. Because see, yeah, register. Me balan. Sulha. Register. The word is there, right? Okay. Careful. We say Swift. Okay, Swift. Okay. Next one. Next one they are saying abbreviation for interbank online transaction. If bank wants to send money to another bank, what's the system they use? We use, very good, we use sleeps. Okay, sleeps. If I write like this, will I get the full marks? Just the capital words, the acronym only. Will I get the full marks? Yes or no? Yes or no? Others? Yes. Usually we don't give marks if you write the short form. But can you see the question? They have said abbreviation. Abbreviation can they're asking you that word which you use, the acronym which you use. So you have to write this acronym only. No need to write the full term. If they are not mentioning only, you have to write the full term. So carefully read the question. Huh? Next one. Short-term solvency of a business can be identified through what ratios? Short-term solvency means current liability, whether your business can settle the current liability. We say current ratio. Oh, not quick ratio. Current ratio, or else we can say liquidity ratio. Okay, fine. We need liquidity. Okay, and next one. Wait. We can't just say current and liquidity. We'll see the scheme, but they have given. They have given liquidity, right? Then we'll go with liquidity, yeah. Because we can't make our own answers, guys. We'll go with liquidity. Next one. Whereas blank ratios identify the relationship between investment in assets and in returns. Okay. You are investing, how much of return you will get? What's that ratio, guys? Investment ratio. Okay. Investment ratio. Investment ratio. You know, what's the correct answer for the first blank? It must be current ratio. But here they are not asking you the specific type of ratio. They are asking you the topic, the category. You have studied categories like liquidity ratio, profitability ratio, investment ratio, activity ratio. So they are asking you the topics only. They are not asking you the specific ratios. Are careful. Next one. Blank budget is used for estimating cash requirement. Okay, how much of cash you need in future. So what type of budget we prepare for that? We prepare cash budget. Okay, next budget. You know in your syllabus there is only two budget. One is cash budget that talks about how much of money you need in future to spend and to receive. Next budget is what? Capital budget. What is capital budget? Capital budget means it says what are the future investment you are going to make. Okay, in future what are the investment you are going to make? That is only capital budget here. Okay, fine. Next one. A leader who accommodates subordinates belongs to what style? The leader who always think about subordinate when taking decision. We say democratic. Okay, we say democratic leader. Okay, next leader. The leader who doesn't think about subordinates, who always think about his own decision. What do we call that leader? We say autocratic. Okay, wait. We say autocratic. Good. Autocratic leader. Fine. Laissez. Laissez-faire means simple. Laissez, guys, there's a small difference between democratic and laissez-faire. Laissez-faire means leader won't take the decisions at all. The subordinates will take the complete decision. Laissez-faire, remember the keyword you have to use is laissez-faire, the word freedom will be there. Employees have the freedom. Okay, that is only laissez-faire here. Leaders won't take the decisions at all. Here you can see leader who accommodates subordinates view. That means subordinates give view, you are taking, you are considering that also. But leader only taking the decision. So that is what democratic. Laissez-faire means subordinates itself, they will take a decision. So subordinates have the freedom. Okay. Next one. B. Obtaining required inputs for production process of a firm is a function of blank logistics, and supply of output for the market is a function of blank logistics. Okay, what are the two types of logistics you have studied? Very good. First one is inbound logistics. Okay, inbound logistics. And the second one is outbound logistics. Very easy, fill in the blanks, right? Okay, fine. Next one. Okay, next one is what? Acquisition of a rubber plantation by a rubber glove manufacturing firm is an example for what? It's an example for. Okay, so I'll explain how this integration and all works. So guys, integration can our product is glove. Okay, glove means we need rubber, right? So we get the rubber from a plantation. Okay, next one, plantation will give that rubber to a glove, we'll say manufacturing firm. Okay, glove manufacturers. Next, glove manufacturer
will use marketing firms, okay, to sell the product. Okay, marketing and sales. Fine. Okay. For this we say vertical. You can see in a one line they are going plantation, they are giving to glove manufacturer. Glove manufacturer is giving the gloves to who? Marketing and selling companies. Okay. If there is any combination between them, for example, plantation and glove manufacturer and marketing, if there is any combination, so can you all say me what are the two combinations in your syllabus? A business can combine in two ways. What are the two ways? As mergers, okay, or else based on acquisition. So these are the two ways a business can combine, right? So if there is any combination, either as merger or acquisition among these firms, for this we say vertical. So what is vertical? In a straight line. Okay. Now we'll think we are the glove manufacturer. Okay. We are the glove manufacturer. Our business is what? Glove manufacturer. If we are getting combined with plantation, if I am purchasing, if I am merging, or else if I am acquiring plantation, am I going backwards or forwards? What do you all think? Am I going backwards of my supply chain or forward? I am going backwards, right? Glove manufacturer is there. Behind him only plantation is there, right? So make it a backward. Okay, this is only called as backward. Then if glove manufacturer is combining with marketing and sales, someone who is forward for you. Okay, the next step, forward here. Okay, forward. That's all. Okay, so this vertical integration in that you have forward and backward. Okay, now say me the answer based on that. Acquisition of a rubber plantation company by a glove manufacturing firm. So you know, right? For glove manufacturer, first one plantation. Second only you had glove manufacturer. So they are going backward. So it should be backward. Huh? It should be backward. And next one is what? Acquisition of a rubber glove marketing company by the same firm. Now manufacturer is purchasing the marketing firm. Okay, so that is what? Forward integration. Okay, guys, did you all understand that? Horizontal astra no need. If I teach that also, it will be confusing, right? Okay, vertical with racket. Others? Okay. Yeah, okay, good. Fine. Next one. Warehousing is a process of blank and black from the time of buying and manufacturing until they are used or sold. Warehousing means what, guys? You either manufacture, you produce, or else you purchase from a company. Then you will, what you will do? Warehousing means what you will do? You will very good. You will store and preserve it. Manufacturing okay, main duty, either you will store, then you will store with the money. Once you get the goods, you will store. Then you have to protect it also, right? So for that we say preserve. Okay, preserve. So those are the answers. Good. Next one. Administration of government department is mostly based on what? Government departments got those guys to run their activity. You have studied something called ethics. Cannot say me. Ethics, if it is in written form, what do we call? Written form of ethics is called as what? Correct, Sulha. We say code of ethics, right? Code of ethics means written format, right? Can you say me what's the code of ethics for students? We say a word for that. What's the written format where all the ethics are written in your school? They use a platform for that. SRB, very good. Students record book. Okay, everyone have a students record book now. You can see all the ethics are in written format. Likewise, for government departments also, there is a document which talks about the ethics. So for that, we say, what's the answer? We say establishment code. Okay, like your school SRB, for government employees and all, they don't have SRB and all. If you want to take a leave, ask from your spouse or from your parents to take it, not like that. For them, we follow establishment code. And next one, and administration of their finance is mainly based on what? We have to think a bit. Finance regulation. So the answer is what? Finance regulation. So it should be financial. Financial regulation. To be honest, that's no financial, not accounting. It should be financial regulation, not legal. It should be financial regulations. Okay. Some say legal regulation. Guys, regulation means legal term. Okay, so you have to go with financial regulation. Okay, next one. In a communication process, converting sender's thoughts to a into a form that can be transmitted. What do we call that? For example, you want to message a person and ask, tomorrow do we have class? So that's the idea which is in your mind, right? You wanted to know whether you have class or KLA, you want to ask a person. So that idea you will convert into a message. For example, WhatsApp. You will go for WhatsApp and you'll say your friend, tomorrow do we have class? Idea you convert it into a message. For that we say encoding. Good. Encoding. Next one. When processing that message by a receiver into an understandable format. For your friend, okay, your friend will take the WhatsApp. There will be a chat from you. He or she will open. She will read it. Okay. Then she will have an idea. Okay, my friend is asking whether tomorrow we have class. So that idea, that message is converted into an idea, right? So that is only called as decoding. Okay. Decoding. Fine. Okay, fill in the blanks, done and dusted. No. Decoding and encoding is not all syllabus. Who said? That's important part. Okay, guys. State for responsibilities of a customer. I gave an abbreviation. Cases. Okay, I think in my seminar too, there's a different abbreviation I use. Okay, C stands for critical event. So you know responsibility meaning response rights. You know. Okay, rights are given by two people. Who are the two people who gave the rights? Consumer rights. Who are the two people? John F. Kennedy and Consumer International. Rights means which you are entitled to get. Okay. Responsibility means which you are entitled to give. Okay. You have to do for the others. So first one you can take critical awareness, and for A you can take action. Okay. You can take action, or else we say another word also for action. We say participation. Okay. Then for S, you can take solidarity. That means everyone should be united among them. And next one you can take is E, environmental concern. Environmental concern. And last one, I don't know, my spellings are getting horrible. And last is you can take social awareness. Okay. Social awareness. So these are the 5 responsibilities of customer. If they ask for, write only 4. Don't go and write extra. Okay. If you're solid with this, then write only 4. If you are doubtful only, if can write 5. Don't write 6, 7, 8 and all. Okay. Maximum go till 5. Solidarity means united. Consumer should be united. So you know, right? There is a war, right? Israel, Palestine, and all. So some people say that we had to boycott this product. So every consumers are sharing the post. Okay, we are not going to purchase from this. So that is only solidarity. Consumer should be united. Okay, next one. Okay, out of insurance policies, there are some liability insurance also. Can you say me the liability insurance? What is liability insurance? Simple. You are saying the insurance company, listen. If anything goes wrong in my business, you have to pay the compensation. For example, if anything goes wrong as a business, I only should pay. But insurance company, you come and pay them. Okay, for example, employer liability. Employer liability means what? That means in your company, if your employee gets any harm, any damage from your business, you can say the insurance company to pay compensation for them. Next one you have is product liability. If any consumers consume your product and get any damages or something, as a business, you can ask the insurance company to pay a compensation for the employee, for the consumer. Next one you have is professional. Professional means, for example, doctors and all. Doctors, you don't know whether all the operations will be successful, right? Sometimes in the operations, any careless mistake, that patient would die. Anything can happen. So doctors also can have the insurance policy to ask the insurance company to pay for these patients. Okay. Then you have uh, public liability. It's like this. Your company is releasing some harmful waste to the environment, these river and all. So general public is filing a case. So as a company, you have to pay a compensation, right? You can ask the insurance company. So that is public liability. Then you have property. Okay, then you have general. Okay, so these are the public liability insurance. Very good. Now the question is goods in transit and money in transit. Guys, my small advice for you is goods in transit and money in transit, it's not a main liability insurance. Okay, that's what I want to see. So make sure that when they ask you about liability insurance, don't give priority for goods in transit and money in transit, because What I have studied is goods in transit is what? When you are carrying a good from one place to another place, right? So in that, if there is any losses, you can ask. There is nothing about liability there. So goods in transit and money in transit, to be on the safe side, don't include on a liability. Okay, don't give the priority. Okay, fine. Next one. Oh, wait, I got some questions. Okay, property owner, guys. Property liability insurance means like this. You are giving a house for rent. Okay, you are giving a house for rent, and suddenly if there is any damage, for example, I'll take the person who asked me the question. I am giving my house for rent. First day you're opening the house, suddenly fan is falling on your head. Okay, so as a owner, I am liable for that name, so I can have a insurance coverage from that. From my property, if there is any harm for this person who is staying under rent, we say tenant, you can ask the insurance company to pay. That is only property here. Okay, fine. Next one, right for elements of transportation. Easy question. Way, power, terminal, and last one is mode. Okay, so those four are the elements of transportation system. Fine. Okay, next one. Name for bases that can be used for departmentalization. What's that? I gave you an abbreviation, departmentalization. I said GDPB. Okay. Departmentalization means not GDPB. Sorry, that should come under market segmentation. Departmentalization means in your company, how can you divide the departments? Okay. First main thing is functional. For example, finance, marketing. Based on that, you can divide the departments. And next one you can do is what? You can divide the department based on product. Okay. For example, based on you are selling soap. Okay, soap department. Okay. You can take we'll take a cosmetics department, food department. Okay. Apart from that, any other things? We can take geography. Okay. For example, okay, this department is responsible for we'll say Asia. This department is responsible for Africa, geography. Then you can take something called mixed. Then you can take something called matrix. Okay, fine. State for assumptions in product life cycle. Okay, can you say me how many stages are there in a life cycle of a product? Okay, there are 5. Okay, 5. So abbreviation is I use dig MD, right? Dig maturity and dig line. Yes, dig MD. So D stands for okay. D stands for what's the first stage, guys? What's the first stage of product life cycle? Development. Good. Okay. After development, what's the second stage? Once the product is developed, you'll go and present to the market. For that, we say introduction. Good. After you present to the market, you will see the product is what? Growing. We say growth. Then you will come to your maximum, the peak. What do we call? Very good, very good. Maturity. And the last one is you will hit the peak. One day you will die. Decline. And there is another one also. Anyone? It's not in your syllabus, but one past paper it was there. 6th stage. We say regrowth. Are come back here, come back. Okay, come back. Once you die, you'll come back. For example, Nokia, they gave a comeback, but it's matrix. Okay, matrix. Even to be honest, I'll be open. Even I don't know how does matrix work. So matrix is like mixture of everything. Some people say matrix and mixed are the same. Okay, so matrix is like may function, product, everything is mixed. Okay, okay, what are the assumptions? Okay, first assumption you have to make is when you are making this product life cycle, product has a limited and specific time. Okay, guys, every product, guys, when you take any product in this world, every product will have a limited time and a specific lifetime. You may think, sir, but iPhone is having a success. Yeah, iPhone is having success, but can you use iPhone 6 now? It's dead. So every product has a limited time only. And the next one is challenges will vary in each stage. You can see each and every stage you will have new types of challenges. Okay, can you say me what's the main challenge you face during maturity? What's the main challenge you face during maturity? Competition. Okay, careful. Competition is the main challenge you face. Okay, good. So each and every stage. Okay, what's the main challenge you face in decline? Decline. What's the main challenge you face? Cost. Your cost is too high, so that's a challenge you face. Okay, so each and every stage you will face different type of challenges. Next one, very good. One student said sales and profits. will vary in each stage. Okay. Can you say me at which stage you will have zero sales? At which stage you will have zero sales? No sales at all. Development, development, development. Not decline. Decline, okay, you will somewhat sell. But development, zero sales. Okay, fine, good. Next one. Last one is marketing. Okay. Marketing. Wait a minute. Marketing strategies vary in each stage. Okay. In every stage, marketing strategies are what, guys? Different. Okay. Fine. So these are the assumptions you will make when you study about product life cycle. Okay. 46. Okay. Okay. What are the types of tests? Okay. To select a person for managerial position, they are careful. They are not asking the test. See, name four methods that can be used to select the most suitable candidate for a managerial position. You know what are they asking? Simply they are asking what are the types of tests you do. Can you say me what are the types of tests you all studied to select an employee? Okay. Wait, can't be. Can't be. Don't take tracking. Research and development is unique only for first one, right? Don't take that. Okay, we'll take. Don't go with interviews a bit. Okay, chutta cool karana. You can go with practical. Then you can go with the test we studied personality. Then you have IQ test. Okay, then you have aptitude test. Aptitude test. Then you have ability test. Okay, then you have something called the background test. Don't go with interviews. Okay, so एक चुट्टा खोल करना है. Why I'm saying is, if I'm not wrong, in your scheme they have not included that. Wait a minute. 46, right? 46. Interviews is there, right? Okay, we'll take interviews also, fine. Okay, because all the tests were only included, so we'll include interviews also. Okay, so these are the things you had to do before selecting a person for managerial position. Fine. Okay, next one. So I said, this time, I mean, not this time, the recent trend, they are not asking any logos at all. So what are they asking? Like from 2021, if I'm not wrong, they are not testing these logo symbols and all. They're asking you charts, okay, diagrams. So last year, what's the diagram they used? They gave you HR. Okay, another year, this year they are giving about me what production variety and volume of output. Okay, operation management. So every year they're asking something about our diagrams. So this time, I don't know, they have not tested finance management and also they have not tested information system. Maybe out of those two, they can test a bit. Okay. No, Musharraf, it's like this. Why we should get more answers if they ask only four to be on the safe side. If something, the third one is wrong, maybe your examiner can give the answer for the extra one you wrote to be on the safe side, but don't have the habit of writing five answers. If you know four, write four. Solid down, write four only. Because if you're writing more answers, that shows that you are less confident with your answer. You should not give any hints for the examiner saying that you are less confident. You have to show that you know everything. Okay. In fill in the blanks, you can't write extra words. Only one word. Some people, what they do is they write a word, put a slash, and write another word. Wrong. Fill in the blanks, only one word you must write. Okay, fine. Next one. Okay, guys. So simple. So what's the first production method? So you know there are four production methods, right? Job, batch, flow, and process production. So you have to use this diagram. So see here, volume of output. This part is low, this part is high. Production variety means differences. This part is low, this part is high. So when you take A, the box A has high variety. That means the goods are different from each other. But volume of output means very low. That means you produce only less quantity. So what type of product is that? What type of production method? Job production. Okay. Job production, the variety is always at the top. Okay. Job production. Second one. Second one, B, what do you all think? After job, a little bit of variety and the output is also increasing now. It's batch production. It's batch production. Good, good, good. Next one. Next one you have is C. See, the output is also increasing. The variety is decreasing now. So what's the answer for that? We go with flow production. So these are the three production methods you have studied. Can I know what's the last one? Last one, which is something new for y'all. We say process production. Can anyone say what's the an example for process production? Process production means where you use one input and produce many outputs. Crude oil. Crude oil, when you insert into that vacuum, it will give petrol, kerosene, diesel, and all many outputs. But can you just compare the amounts, the tons of liters of petrol we get? So, for example, Saudi, they are supplying petrol, crude oil all over the world, right? So, think about the output. Obviously, they should have the highest output. So, answer is process. Okay, fine. Next one. Write four factors that should be considered when preparing a business plan. Okay, when you are preparing a business plan, what are the factors you have to consider? Okay, the abbreviation you can use is FFCG. Okay, FFCG means F stands for, first of all, you have to think about the focus. What's your goal? Not the goal. What's your main mission? Okay, what's the business you are doing? And second one, you have to think about the financial resources. Financial resources means money. How about the money? Okay, next one, you have to see, C stands for your consumer. Who is your customer? Who's your main customer? And last one, you have to think about your goal. You have to consider these four and only you have to make the what? Business plan. Okay, you have to think about the business plan. Now, careful guys. They're asking the question is right, four facts to be considered when preparing a business plan. So these are the four. There can be another question where they can ask you, what are the factors you can consider when you want to present, not prepare, present. The word is what? Present. Present means you are done with business plan. Now we are going to give it. So when you are presenting a business plan, there are some other factors. Example, you should have a cover page. Okay. Then you should have page numbers. Okay. Then you should have a quality paper. Careful. A small word can make the answer stage. Prepare now these four. Focus, finance, consumer goal. Present now these factors. Simply how your a business plan document should be. Okay, careful. Fine. Continue. Yeah. Next one. 49. Indicate four benefits a firm can enjoy using cloud technology. Okay, cloud, you know, right? Storing the information in a server, in a cloud. So what are the advantages you can get? I'm gonna, include your answers only. Yeah. Okay, cost effective. That's a good one. Oh, cost effective. I can't copy many answers. Flexibility. Fine. So first one I'll write cost effective, guys. You don't need a separate place or anything. The cost is also relatively low. Okay. And second one you can take is accessibility. Accessibility means you can access anytime, anywhere. Okay. Third one you can take is flexibility. Flexibility means you can see in a Google Drive. Okay. When you take your Google Drive, you have documents. You have folders to be created. So those are flexible. Okay. Next, fourth one you can take is any other things you can take. Any other advantage? Uh, secure. Very good. Make it important. Backup plan. Backup plan, or as we say, disaster recovery. Okay, disaster recovery is there. So these are the advantages. Okay, and the last question. So they are asking, make a chutta careful. They are asking an instance where technology can be used for a businessman. Businessman where he will use this technology. They are not asking the advantages. They are asking your situation. Okay. Can you say me AI at which situation we use? Say me a situation where we use AI, artificial intelligence, where we use artificial intelligence. Where we use artificial intelligence. Where? Research purpose, new information. Good, good, good. Okay, I'll include as personal assistance. Okay, so AI is important for many things, but for me, I feel that this is one of the important guys because AI, it gives you, when you take a business they use personal assistant, right? When a customer messages, there should be a person to reply, right? So AI can be used. Okay, so you can take guys other example, give information, everything is correct, but write only one. They're asking only one, right? Okay, QR code. Okay, QR code at which instance they use? For transactions. Okay, if for implemented transactions, or else any other things are rationing. Good, good, good. You can take website visit. To visit the website and all, they use comic QR code, right? Okay, feedback. Good. And GPS means, you know, you'd have seen in movie and all, simply for tracking to see where your goods are. And also another one you can take is cost calculation. So through GPS you can calculate what's the distance you have to travel and all. So with that, you can see the cost also. Okay, fine. Next one, CAD, computer aided design. Simply for what? To design. Okay, design products. To design products. Okay, fine. So guys, that's all for today. Tomorrow we will discuss 2021 past paper. Okay, fine. Good night. Sleep. Wake up early morning and study. Okay, fine. So 14 can we say reliability? Oh yeah, yeah, can. Okay, fine. No recording. Why recording? After recording, what you will do? If I send the recording, you will keep it, and once you're done with your exam 23rd only, you will go and watch the recording. No, right? Okay, fine. So yeah, tomorrow also the same time. Rachel, all eight. Barakallah. Okay. Good night, good guy. Okay, fine. We'll see a solution, Abdullah. Start from chapter number 1. Let's go. Or start from the chapter which is long and which you didn't study properly and you don't have a proper idea. You can start